تمولاني ظنو تكتالا صواد ونسعى في ليلو مسلاي ذاكي دونك كانت دوغالا افهم سيدنا سكرينا دونك لاسوسيسيون هانديكابيل دو سويس اقلا غتسهكايا المقول امك alors la justice nous allons interdire à ce monsieur de Londres, je n'ose pas dire son nom parce que on va lui interdire de rentrer en Suisse. Ça c'est une chose promise. أقلا غنتسهكي نو دوسي على جوستيس نولي غنمشي للديرين.
Alors il y a un lien matériel.
Ça
Allô?
Oui.
C'est là. باقي كسري فوالا ما تسلوها كيكسري سلمي فيني
زلت لونا كل ساكن فلام بزاف الجلاس يدوكلان في جنيف الجماعة كيد وين يخللن يوكن اللي يتوسن دي دونيف يمي تقبايليت تمور تقبايليت تعرف تقبايلي ذوين ديوسان يوكن دي غير صغارين الجناس أكن ملان أفضرن وذا المس سواغيس يضران زواغر تقبايلي والسنة كينيكات أسنى 20 فبراير يفقند ذاكن تمور تقبايليت بلا ما كوكرون دي مشطح نغدي مقرانن دي المضيين نغدي مغارن ذوي دي السوسران سيمونات كيسمور تقبايليت داين يصفرحنا طاس ذا شو نحواج يوكلنا ذا غد السنان والسنة كيم بغانا دار تمور تقبايليت تيني السوسور سيمون تينس ذلي راسيست ذلي فاشيست ذلي تيروريست ورضريغ ذا شو نكوني يفسدن غدي الماء حلقة رويتنا ذا شو وهينا ذا الجن الغاشي هذا الحون تقران عدان راي بويد يبغانا ديك زلنا بريد عاوتنتن سلقاش عاد يبداد وبريد النظام تموت تقبايليت ماشي تشين ريان فني مانيس التصوار كاظ هي الوقت نرجع يقول رجعو سروس نرجع أظن ديوس هذه فروع عقا سليم السقيم عقا يفرارد ولا سليم حالة في اللي تسيمونت يدي فان فلانا او نيغ تنمير تنوان دي صغير خدمم وقلا يذوان امنو غادي يكمل والصغيرة ويد والسنة كي هي ظليا فنيون مغناس معك دوك شونتي ناس دي تيزي وزو اساكي ديون مدبر من غادي غناكيس يمد ساولان ديال العزيز الضامون بغانا سكان نربو مرداس حاسكا التاوين ثروان غير الحباس لقول لنا تفسيرتنا تسمعت تيمس انت اليوم ما تيدتين راي ينسن اقلاغ ذا كينيوم ماشي تينا راي خسين اقلاغ ذا ما بلي ذا يكمل تموس قبايلي تتوغال تيمونت وتساوى مكانيس دينا دي جنيف قال الجناس يدوكلن جيغاون تلوي
Il ne les fait pas complètement. Vous savez très bien que le ministère public de canton n'est pas compétent pour statuer en matière de c'est une compétence qui appartient uniquement aux autorités judiciaires fédérales. Donc, que le ministère public, de notre intervention, d'ailleurs, il a fallu m'expliquer sur 50 pages exactement le contexte de cette affaire, mais il a alors transmis le dossier au ministère public fédéral, à Berne. Donc c'est une institution, je ne vais pas dans les détails, mais qui est en crise institutionnelle actuelle tout à fait impressionnante. Alors au ministère public fédéral, une décision a été prise assez récemment. Cette année, nous ne pouvons pas s'occuper de cette affaire.
إني داين فيه ونساعد الوقت أولا في الأعجاق دينا بيدنا أولا في الغرق كنا
Alors là, il y a une bonne réaction.
أزول فلون أزول فلا كل مرة
فوالا دي تزوارا سولفتي يمور لي غارا يذوان انا تتخيل دي فرنسا الكوفيد كي دي فرنسا دونك فوالا يوم انا زريت تشكيل هكا في القبائل اللي عندنا غورنا لكن هذا الدفعين اين يقنا في ثمورتنا اس
des dispositions de droit pénal international, crime contre l'humanité et génocide.
هسه يبان بلي اعرف سور البابل قبايلي يفد اميون برغاز غف لينس داين يصلحن اما ذكي دي فرنسان او دي ثمورت دي ناغور لكن تفدن لينا فوالا لكن تولي اعرف انك تمثل نفنسن صار سانا ينوز انكور ليزي داينو القبيله أصدقائي أنا أعرف كنا أصدقائي ونافار من الجزائر في دوكلي دون تكفى نفغاتي موننتنا نفغا ندير بوغرنا نفغاتي ثلاثنا أتسمرذن ورشنا ذي ثمورتنا مرة نفغا ندير يرمدنا أدنى النفنا أخطر وقيلا نفكنا أتاسيتي تشون داين مقرنا غورنا إلا قانين الدول ثمت سان l'économie أرثمورتنا إنسان ولي يقنا كنا ندير نسن زمنا السون نكون يسامل اون هذا كاين الجزائر يتيق يسرح يمحبس كذا راه يتصطف يحبس فيه اذا غادي كثاغونا ما يرنون كوني ونسال السلاح اوني باسيفيك كذا كيتواطفن غف ليلنا يتلاقاس ندي سراح فوالا لكن انا الاتساع هذا دينيا واقيلا انا لامبورطونس كانت يتيقن في الكل انا بوغرنا انا نطف Voilà, et chacun nous êtes un million de gaz. Voilà, il ne faut pas en rien, il ne faut pas nous mettre en avant. Voilà, et il me faut d'en prendre Flower et puis article fire. Allez, on a bien là. Ça. Allez, donne-moi.
Voilà, تنميث كويس دي فكانا ولا الميتولا تنميث ويزدي لنا كويسنا هاد نسمي كذا كاين دي تقوالي تيفي غاطاسي غادي توالي نسيتولا اسين تنميث نون فوق راه حتى كنا راه نضيف ديغن هذا خصو فناش كويس تزوارا غير تكين وغفل تكنيك دايك صوبنا راه في تناوي تزوارا لايف كيا سنا هذا خصو الفن زعما تقيم ليزنا اول فورا غاسفك غير مثلا نتسا غير بغا كون ديزر داكيا يساكين وديني شو قلق انا عقل شو قلق في الدنيا تنميث نون
يقبلون يقبلين مرة في السن أو دابا العناس وين يقبلين سمعتني من زمان ما دراه مارتاكي العناس وين سخن ولا القبايل من زمان ما داس مارتاكي القبايل مرة العناس وين أصل دار غورنا أصل العناس وين القبايل أتنا راح ياك عرفاكي أنت فيك لأن يقبيلي أتنسي راس قبيليس ياك لي أتنسي راس قبيليس سخن ولا القبايل سخن ولا سمعتني تنسى دابا تاكي أدا زمار تاكي سخنون أنا راح عرفاكي أرواح وتسوس سلطارة واحد دار فيكي سخن ولا قبيل أيا
فوالا كي تسوالي مكون تكون غير السرير هكا تموت السويس ما تطاس قمذان تيزغن شو كان سكربو دي الزمرن ادسن فكان دولا ذنيا تزمر تنسن فكم تسوالي ذكولي مثلا ماشي داين يسهلن فوالا كي تسوالي ما كثير السرير قلا يقولوا قفراح الجناس يدوكلوه
Kabylie indépendante, Kabylie indépendante, Kabylie, 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 Kabylie indépendante, Kabylie indépendante, Kabylie, Kabylie, Kabylie indépendante, Kabylie indépendante, Kabylie, 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 Kabylie. Kabylie indépendante, Kabylie indépendante, Kabylie, Kabylie, Kabylie indépendante, Kabylie indépendante, Kabylie.
Algérie coloniale, Kabylie indépendante, Algérie coloniale,
Kabylie indépendante, Algérie coloniale, Kabylie indépendante, Algérie coloniale, Kabylie indépendante, coloniale, Kabylie indépendante. Colonial, Kabylie indépendante. فيللي والناس حمزة 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 فيللي تنمثل ناس مثنيو اسا اسكا كابينة الله في الله 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 اسكا فرحة ليلى اسا اسكا فرحة ليلى اسا اسكا فرحة ليلى اسا اسكا فرحة ليلى اسا اسكا فرحة ليلى فنيرتنون فيف لا كابيلي سمعتني فيف لا كابيلي انا تقبيلي في غير شركن فيف لا كابيلي ليبري انديبوندونت اما سكننا يا قبيلتي لي دازي فنيرتنون
أزيك ذكرى تبصير النسرة والسماء والغصب بيرة تقبلي في السوداء قولي وكوف السردة تسدي
كسيلة كسيلة
قبيلي تدبري تدبري يسونا غفيري في
فوالا كيف ولام اقباليني دو سنه ساكيا فاكيا غيرنا كوسايلا ولا نتساليوني مزران كزدران داكي في مورث سويس كوسايلا غازل فلاي
الزول فلاون اكل مثلا
سفيه كوسايلا داكشي ديال سنه ساكيا ديال في غرير عن تقبايلي ثنا في غرير نمسو نفريني من قبايلي ام كيساعد في ميريت بوساكي
تبيني لي تيكارزن كتواض رزان دغورنا خلي قبايليا نسي ميال ثمن لا سويس دونك دايني صراحه ما نملي لك كيرانا في تقبايليث في سويت قبايليث تقبيلي غدي يساولن ماشي ضروين روا ماشي ضلاز غدي بوين كاع كيقارن شانتش كبغا سنينا نكوني نلوز ونلوز على اخفيز نلوز تايري نلوز تيللي نلوز تذكلي نلوز نفنو عيني يصلح نلوز اني اللي دير هنا نروح ثمورث ولاش تحقراني ودا بوليس ولاش تحقراني ودا ميليتير كيزان ولاش باراج من كل 5 دقائق ولاش ود النكوه ولاش تعرف تمسليض الا قص تعرف تدرض تعرف ولاش تشكاضي راك لا كون تقارن امكي السيريدين الميكتين ونبغى نشتني ونلوز نكوني نلوز دايري نلوز ونبغى نكمل اما كان ثورثتنا ذي ثمورث دايرين نبغى
فالمرثنك كسيلا هثنا اولينيك ناخ في غرينيك القبيل نظن ودي زدغنا مداكي ثمورث السويس لا القبيل كيلان ذكونا ثورا راك سنا ذكونا
ايما تايما تيدي سدكولن دايما تسنا تقبيلي زيك سكو كذا كو يضحكون تيجي دادينا جدودنا وكذا يضحكون دايما تستقبيلي تي كذا ديجمان الراويس ريون بخامه الكانون هاد نحكو ثيموشوها الساقي ما ندوكولا في تقبيليت ولا شيء ندوكل النظام تقبيليت تيلي ثمورت القبايل اني اللي تكارانا نزماري ماننا ولا شوي غير زمران تنمير ثنون
هكا تنمير في الفوق سيلا كيما الدنيا واقيين ذوالين مزيان قفايلين كيصدغ ذاك ثمرت السويس ساكينه ذوار ونتناوثي ولا في راكي تسولي مكاس سريد عافتنا في يوم ناقصينك زمنا ديننا ورنسن القرب اليوم تغاث نتا تهكان يوم نتا تهكان اطاس بوينن وقد لي واقي ذا غني مازال سميت السكرتير فيو من الضبار اللي قد تصل قبيليت واقي ديك مثلا شريف اللي فكان تصل قبيليت شريف ازفلي
ازول في اللون ازول اثقفاليين ازول يقفاليين عندما لان وكماضان دوني الكليه اقلا غساكين وساد اقلا غساكين وساد يالتي كنت مالا غتسول تقبايليس اقلا زات وخام الجناس يدوكلون نساد يواكنيا غاد نفقن الغيظ النار افاني يظهرون الباطل يسموه تقبايليس نساد يواكنيا نسيول هاد سرحاني محباس نتقبايليس محباس يسارثانيين نتقبايليس نساد يواكنيا نسيول يتيمون نتموت تقبايليس لكن يبغوا يلي لكن يبغوا يلي الحال لابد كان يونواسا داس ثمو تقباليت اتساوي ثمون تينس
فوالا ضرناس في مسينا شريف ديك الشيء كلا ديونا عقال غير في ذوك القفاين السويس الا دغا ذا شو اسم فارنا ذا شو يخدم في ذوك الكنون
اللي غدا دخلت ذوك الكنيه عدنا 15 سنه كنيه يسويها مزوالو انتي ذوك لا لكن انسلحو تقبالي تزموت نسويس لكن اخي سنين مدن الا كتزرم بلي لكن هي تيكلت مالد المقال اما ذي سويسيين اما ذي الجناس نظن نكوني توالينا غدا ذي جزائريين ذا عربا نكوني بود فلانا وكنت نسبان نكوني ماشي ذا عربا ونلا ذي جزائريين لا ذي قبايليين دونك واكيني غادي شويه عم زوالو انتي دوك لا اذا غنخدم اطاس الشغالات ولكن انا نعاون ثمور تقبايليت انا عاون حتى ذمسا تمور تقبايليت اما تي دوك اليوم اللي ندينا نتكاسني دي ليسون يا اليوم ما اللي غادي يسول اما يحواج ذي الدواء انا نساوي الدواء ولا غن يسويني ياكل عم قرحان تسمى تقبايليت
فوالا تنمثلني شريف في مسيره قلت فكره كان اوليك انت كاع كان لا شنو غتسيغارينيك يقبايليين تاع كزران ذاك ثمرت السويس ناغي قبايليين يتسنا غنا كثر كنا ثمرت تقبايليت
اتفكر سي غير ياك يا اليوم اللي ندق قبايليين يا اليوم اللي ندق قبايليت تيدير ذاك ثمرت السويس لكن الا يبوت في لا غندوك الا ساكي الا قد نفكني الجناس نكوني نزمري ماننا الا قد نفكني الجناس نكوني تاموس ابارونتيير زملنا الدروحين تسقسين تيدو كلا ياكينيا يواكينيا نخدم يصنفارن توس انصامبل افوش ديك فوس تاعكم الزينه سيفسوس
هكا الاولي جالزن في دي سكريك مثلا شريف فوس دوك فوس راكم تجازن تفسوس هكا يمسلايين تم ذكرنا سيري هكا اكيد تولي مكاين دغا سريف سير العضله لها ديال يوين غيوث يكفى غادي دي في كواليس دغا نقرف كان ريوث تمدك ريوث نتمثلنا ذاكي ولا انت السقفيريث يقد طاس الغوا ثاكي وسناكي الطاس يبغى تفيك فاز ماسك صنع هو الماسك كي من العقل من سناك ديال ازل فلاون تكمل
Kini Salha Sadat, Zord de la Suisse, ça fait longtemps. Donc,
eh ben
voilà, je suis à fond dans le mouvement. Et puis, j'espère que ça m'a un jour. Et voilà, déjà, بغيت دينير surtout. القبايل افوس كفوس فرحات ينجرى غدا بريد نكوني غندود كشي فارس كاين فريمون سي ان ابل دو كور القبايل نور كي دوت دو ماك ميم سي دوت دو ماك اليزي ليغ غرس كيا دون الكونتوني دو ماك ابري التابويم تيكسي وين نون تيكسي وين ني ابري سي ابروندر ou à laisser mais n'attaquez pas essayez تيجمت يرانو سورتو تلاقى تيجمات تلاقى نمياقل يرانو لا كان يخص شوات اكيد نساو La solidarité, on va essayer de faire quelque chose aussi de notre côté. Une petite pierre à l'édifice, c'est un pas géant pour l'indépendance de la Kabylie. Donc j'appelle tous les gens de Suisse, s'ils peuvent de Suisse pour faire quelque chose, pour faire avancer notre cause. Voilà.
ثنمر فينا مع اولا كانوا نغمسن ويدي تنغنا كان تقولنا ثموت القبايل اش الاولين
Ben, vous qui là vraiment, nous que nous faisons du yitsen, nous que nous faisons yitsenani, il y a un l'houyitsen, il est à leur côté. Ça nous fait de la peine que les ratonnés c'est des chers à Canon Nord. Ils font beaucoup de travail, vraiment. Il y a toute une saha, je les félicite. Gizmaoun, Tmour, Tamourtitni Difkan, Atasid Difkan, Gizmaoun, c'est tous des léopards de la Kabylie. Voilà, en plus, voilà, c'est une réponse au pouvoir qui veut nous anéantir et qui veut vraiment en finir avec nous. Eh ben, c'est qu'il reste on n'est pas des Aztèques, on n'est pas des Incas, on n'est pas des aborigènes. Nous on est des Kabyles, on va arriver à notre cause. Saniraska, peut-être à dans mon champ, mais c'est des épisodes comme ça qui font qu'on va arriver à notre ce qu'on veut, à notre détermination. Voilà. Voilà, c'est qui Farhar quand même. Farhar, c'est un petit appel qu'on a fait il n'y a même pas 2 semaines. Et quand même, on a fait un appel il n'y a même pas 2 semaines de ça. Et il y a quand même assez de monde qui est venu. On est très contents. Il y a un appel quand même, il y a une réponse. Et puis à LZ, j'espère qu'il y aura beaucoup de monde qui va arriver.
فنمثلهم وراه قاعدين سنين تمثلنا فنمثلون سار معروض راه يوضون يرفع الزوف اليون اكيد نيا مازال يكون سريد ذاك القبائل تيفيا يولد السوالين دعوا غير كيف نظن الناس كل سواره ونصاوب راه يوكلتني لي السريد ذي الوقت اش كنت اغفل تكنيك شو كان هذه الاعضاء عافتنا فوايضنا يوثنا ركزني ظنك زمان دينا واليس يلي ونصحوا الفنيس يلي ولا مكي تخميم ما كان تاكي تقفايل يلي وساد ديال تبرك فينس يسكن السالي ثموث القبايل فوالا هذا غاد ميقوان ذاك قبايليين يو ذاكي غازي فلاوين اقلي كون سير القبايلي في تيفيا ابا كونوا ذين مزيان كيصدر ذاكي في مول سويس ام كيتوالي في تيميليس بوساك
تيميليس واسع بون بدينا نازل في الاول مرحبا يسونا كويس صافا سي ان انكوراجمون تمور تقبايليت لي سبور لا ريزيستونس تمور تقبايليت يمد نتنجمع ذايا ديجا دازال ام قران خمس زال ام قرايان تنجمع الحوايج امتيه نتمعاون كارانا نسوتوني وذا كي دانك تمورت لا غالب سوطات نكون الحال هذا سينو تمورت لا كان تمورت سوطات الحال هذا سي ان كرون بليزير من نوع توجور تكمل
ثاني مثلا في مسألة سكان إلى من دوكلي سيدي سلسلة بعد نسال غادي سيدي كا زفل
الزلف الاول الزلف قبايلي في تيفيا قلعنا رزاد ذاك غورا وانا رجونا vers ثمورث سويس قلع جو ترونسميتر ميساج لي زيتوديون بودابست قلا هونغري قلع ذايا بور راسومبلمون يا خمنا كي قبايليين فوالا قلع ذايا فيف لا كابيلي انديبوندونت نأمن نوع مازال يتكمل فوالا
مثلا في مسلاقي ضاعك شدي واحد لي بودابست هذا غالان يقبل لي بودابست
لا القبايل لي زانديبوندونتيست كابيل سي الكثره لان تاكتيفين فوالا لان
لا دغا هاث اتفرج تاغنيت دغا القبايل تدغا دي بودابست ادخلق ما هاث دوكين هاث الساعه مثلا وصل غادي شي زعما واحد دينيض مثلا راه ماشي تيغراني كي القبايل
فوالا لان القبايل لان لي زانديبوندونتيست لان القبايل النافا انا كان لنا كويس اش قلا جفي اديني غيتما بغي غاديني الى قندوكليت مالغري لا ديفيرونس خص دوك التقبايلي قلا هذا قالنا على جال التقبايلي في قلان وثاني ميرث الاول صحيح
فوالا ذا هو اللي كرزنا كا يمني غير في القبايل فكذا كي ولام هو اللي تقويتنا
Mais force est de constater que notre terre nous représentait pour une créature d'affrontement. Une arène pour leur gladiateur, pour conquérir des terres, assouvissant ainsi les instincts. Aujourd'hui, présenté par le descendant des fondateurs de la grandeur et qui font leur fierté. Notre peuple, épris d'amour et de paix, était réduit malgré lui à une vulgaire réserve de soldats, aujourd'hui du service des causes qui étaient artificielles. Nos révoltes initiées par le vaillant Gilbertin n'ont jamais cessé. Nous sommes fiers de notre terre, notre peuple qui a donné à l'humanité des résistants. Nous n'avons pas eu à participer à la falsification de l'histoire que ceux qui nous avaient momentanément vécu avaient écrite pour se glorifier et nous avilir. Nous n'avons pas eu de répit pour écrire. À peine avions-nous repoussé les hordes européennes vers le nord dans un épuisant effort que nous avons eu à affronter les Arabes de l'Est.
فوالا هذا ما يقرا كي تسواليم ماشي حاشي مقارنين ماشي حاشي مزيان اباسي دي تسسن درنا في غري وكاين اللي خويا في جديد قافد ديك غورا قافد ديك نضاول اباسي كي تسواليم في مورد القبايل اي قافد ديك اسف فلان امشي مقارن
يمكن تقبيلي
امشي مقارن خليني مقارن
تنينا
اش راه غادي نضا ساكيه
فيف لا كابيلي
يعجبها من الحاله ساكي ميدو صدر ذكيه
لوك
يعجبها ما تصل حال ميدو صدر ذكيه ها اش ما يعجبنا لك سواطاس
ناس قبيليين
قبيلي
واه
تنميت الوالد
باش نجاوب ونزيد هنا
ناس تمريلين
انت مليبي
تلميذ ما ظهرهاش
تلميذ
شاو تلميذ انت ذاك شاو تلميذ ولا تهضر وقيل سيتي ناس سوقيل سيتي اللي تمشي شحال انت قبيله تيبرز فهمت كل سرحوا الميكرو انت سيت بغا تهضر هذاك عين ميه ولي نيزي درا اولا تنور
Je sais pas en Kabylie.
Ah, c'est pas grave. لا ما زعما تغني سلايش
نسينا افرخ نينو
Je sais pas comment.
نسينا افرخ نينو يمكن نسولاك
Je sais pas comment.
قاعد زينا أفرخنين من سافروخ لا لا معنا ألف كسر
en direct sur TF1. C'est Khalid.
allez كسر بكم
ذا المثل ما ظهرش جاء ثروي جاء ثروي تحزين جاء اكون دنيا سيرة قبيلة تيفي فوالا قبايلين ذاكي غادي مليون وقبايلين يظن وكيدي دين وقبايلي قد شنا تصف قبايلي يتمسينا كني واحد قبايلي سنتي ورنا وكي ذيك مثلا ازاريو الزلف لاي
الزلف الاول
نصفي سي قريك سيرة قبايلي في تيفي ازاريو ملي كتعدى في الليل بوسكي
ويا كذا استقسي وزرا الدنيا ما كيف عدى من صوضر وين باك نودنا اين دنوا في الدنيا النفيد دقال اين كوا هذاك ودي تبينا لك كثوره ارزا
هذا بس كيتفكي غير كاين كياق ملي شدوني ويرفيو السيريف ديال فيك ما تسول القبايليين ما داسني القبايليين انا بغا ما سوالا في ملي بوساكي في ملي بيرون انا بغا سانت كثار القبايل نغ كذا يتورفض كان ذا يقدر تسير فيك
اين مرة ثما وثفين قاعدام ما اشحال بغاك دار يقبايليني اين عدان او ذو الساقي روح عند الني ولما ذي ثليسة عطاس نزران ثليسة سويس تنر ثما جنيف تنر ثما فرنسا عطاس نقبايلين بغانا نروحون سو فيروس قلنا كيما قارن كوفيد وزمرنا نروحون خاطر فرنسا حتم ايوي ذاك كزديرنا لا في سويس ماكش من سي فرنسا وثني دي بولا وماحيل وزمرنا لا هذيك الشمل هذا يزمر حي فيا كم كيتوالي توقنعان تصقم ذا النيت ديالنا توقنعان هذا اين يسعن ازال ديغنت يزمر نهضر في الناس
ميكش دبار كي كل قبايل السويس انا دغا شو يسوي في كل قبايل السويس
عظيم ضبار صغيره
ديوني قال ضبار انا فوق في دينا كاين
اولا جا صغيره خاطر كنت عارف كيجيب لك قريو بلي وكيب لي ضبار خاطر صغار ما زعما تهضر كان كي خاطر كويد نينا هي عندنا زعما تهضر سيستم لاكايس شو عم كيزري هذا الشيء في ذوك لاني قبايلي سويس هذا سنرنين تقبايلي انسين تقبايلي نتموني قبايلي نكون عم كيرا ندو عم كيرا نمسلاي عم كيرا دنيني اول هو اللي لهانا هو اللي قنعنا ولا ارسلني مذنن اما قبل انت ما خاطر نكون في دنيا عم كي لا عم كي نتوالي هذا عم كي اين تقدش لاكاس
انا دغا في غرايني كنا غاوليني كي قبالي الزران كي ثموت نسويس
سيغن زعما كاتدي ما تدي سيتي لي زرا هذا شنو نقرا نيالتي كيف غير نعرض نقنع زاد قنع يعاري وكتقنع ديال كان كي وكسعنا له يشيت الطوحه كي نتبغز يوكنا هادي فغاكا عينانيا يوكنا ديني غايني في قرحنا ينتيد ديال انت يني في قرحنا نقرا غاين نظن ولينا راه تيدت
لا فنمثلني كيف مسينا كيا السلام عليكم غير غايا يرفق قبايلي في قبايلي كنت كنت تنتكمل السير قبايلي في ادي لهم غارني نزفنا واكي هذاك سوقان يسلسل بعد انت غادي نسيت يسا
ازول او كيسا وهذا النوع تمسينا في ذوكلي كاين ثلاثه ذوكلي ثلاق ماشي غير ثقال ذوكلي ناد اللي ولينا باللي ذوكلي كيتسوجا سوجدان نكرب ربع لي زانتيليكتويال كل كرا لي بارتي ورتزمو يالا خاطر السفواره مي لا دوكري الا كان غندوكل باسكو نكون هذه القبائل ياك الا ما نبغى ندوكل الا كندوكل سور التيران ندوكل سور ان سول اوبجيكتيف ما تذوكلي كان تذوكلي فايد سور كوا هذوك اللي نبغى نكون لي ديبوندونتيست هذوك اللي في لانديبوندونس ما نفهم الشغل كيما دوك في الشغل كاين كيسهل غاس هذه يون ديمقراط ولا سوسياليست ولا اسلاميست ولا شغل اود كان نسا يون كسوي ابريد يسوفون ابريد يسوفون سيتو شار البوفوار وين تذوك لي ما تذوك لي انا كاين لي زونيسيتي عندك كان هنا كل بليزير دو سيرتان انتيليكتويل سيرتان chef de parti qui veulent monopoliser un capital de prestige باش هذا غاوين زفير سنامي خرفيين امولني غاوين نوث القبيله لا وين الناس يجيك ندوكي عرب نبروبوزينتي بن بلاي بروبوزيتي سيجيك قناع نكون لي الجيريان الكل واكيد اللي كذاب سور لو تيران مادري وبعدين وبعض كذا قبايلين يتمحقان صافيك ما تيدي مثلا وندوك ولا في السجايكي ما خوا تيدي كذاب chacun كل يوم il est responsable de son propre de ses propres actions نكوني نبغي دافريد اغي سفران اغي سربحان ماشي دافريد غيرنا هنا على الاسكلافاج ناداتشي شغالني الا قدرت تبع كون وين ماشي يكون نتبع ننزل مثلا غادي ندو يدوان او فان كل واحد يحسن كل واحد يسن غورنا ولا هو اللي ورده
مثلك ولكن كان هذا ديالك ديني غولين قالوا غشكو مو فرنت ولي راه كي يمزاني يركزني كيشفاني تغوا واش ديجا كشدوسان سي غير فينا كاين زمرت عندها دونطات اللي زمرت سويس راه دغلا قبيلين هنا
لا ولاش قبيل خلاص لا نسينا ثلاثه ونزر غير بعد نفلي يمكن قريب لا سويس ايطاليان
انا قال لها في الصغير وناخذ شو صغير نعرف كذي قبيلين يزدغن دينا يوكينا تسميق
ما لا اللي كان نسين ما حسنين ما دات سلن الى قدر مثل الصوت يمكن يبغي غدا ونسيو لا كون يتفاهموا ما لا كان لي كيسيون تبوزي مرتو كثر نكون ما تي لي سيباراتيست كنقال البوفوار نكون ما تي خدام نكون وين تحوس ننفع تمرث نوان تمرث نون تقبيليت تينا يكون ينفع نارثينا في غايمسيني دكديني دكرام صافي إلا قرا تحسيس من البوفوار كيديش كيديبن في لنا غاقارنا نبغانا غير لي تيروريست بغانا غير لي مدوكا الجايه نكون الجايه هذا ونيا فلوف دو سونتر نويل الجايه
فوالا ثاني مثلك ذي سايني كرزن السلام عليكم السلام عليكم تولي ثيك ثنبن يرثيك ثماد نسول بس الفرحه كنولي قالنا
السان كان كاينين لا ام فرحات الا كاينين اللي غليغ
ثاني مثلك فوالا اكو تسوي السرير ديالي واستثني فيه وسوالي ناس سرير قبيله تيفيا كذا غنى لدغا يكون ديلان كازما مثلا على تاسف كنيسه تقسين وانا في ديلان ذاك يا هاث زمرت نار السرير ذاك يسوى لك
Ceux d'entre nous qui défendent les droits légitimes du peuple kabyle avec sérieux et abnégation méritent notre respect. Et les membres pour se battre dans des débats qui ne pourront être soulevés que lorsque nous aurons un État propre à notre région. Les problèmes idéologiques impliquant des choix de société pour la Kabylie sont importants mais pas pour l'heure. Une fois notre autonomie acquise, charge pour nous de voter pour le parti ou le candidat proche de nos opinions. Identifions-nous aujourd'hui à cet Indien d'Amérique à qui l'on demandait s'il était politiquement de l'aile gauche ou de l'aile droite et qui répondait « Je suis l'oiseau ».
Voilà, كون دير ماشي حاشي نقرا نمشي ونزل المزين سيلين ديزنا وكي سيلاس بدنا خاص ما داكي سيلاس اللي دار سيلاس ديال قبيليه يحمل ثق فايليث يزدغ ثموت نسوي سكون يتمسلي ثق فايليث ما فاس دويس يفكنا طاس ثق فايليث سيلاس الزلف لاك اش كيديبونا باكي
الزلف لاك
شو كيديبونا باكي
pour la Kabylie.
Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas en Kabylie?
Vous allez là.
Comment? ما نهضر كنا كنت مكثر سيلاس كومنتي الكوني تولي كسريد اتصلت فيديو ثاني داخل يكون في قبائل تيفي انت داخل من الناس ما كاين دي فيديو فيروس هاي الكورونا فيروس انت داخل من فيديو ثانيه انت داخل من فيديو ثانيه غانت دي سول بفاسي في غري وكلتني من الرساقيه ديوني خدمت في فيديو ثاني حاب داخل في فيديو ثاني تيسا سيلاس راك زاد هضر واقيلا السق ديوني تصلحينا طاس ما يعيش طاح تعيا اش بوريك لازم دينا اول انت كاع اول كلام مشطوح
Vive la Kabylie.
فوالا اكيد ولا مسيلاس ذوال ذا السير منين وقف فيها مشطوح يزيد طيج ورفنا راه الحامو ذاكيا اثنا ساقي في كاس انت طيج فوالا ابا كي تدوى مثلا دينا المزا مشطوح شكرا المزا كي ماشي كان تقبايلي في سيستي كان ديوني فافاث دوكي تولي ما كزافون
زول اللي قلت النظام اصلا خالد انا كيف كان الديني غير قبايليا ويذ قارن وكاد تيمون انت تموت قبايلي خاطر قارنك ونسعى البترول وجد شارنتش ام كان نخدم الا كتظن بلي ماشي البترول يستشاين ذا لاغ نكوني كوالاغنا القبايل لا ماتير كريست لا عندك كان يوم زياده مشطوح في ثموث السويس تقرا نسيدي لك لا سويس نتولي ثموث السويس ذا شو ساعه ثموث السويس ساعه لا يدورال وكذو ذفل ومعنا يمي كان زال ضم قرحان يموسنا ونسن في كان زال ضم قرحان يسوسنا ثموث نسن ارانت سي ان بارادي دونك ثموث السويس وسعى البترول ذاك قالناك اون نا با دو بترول مي اون نا دي زيدي لي زيدينين تاكاسنت ذاك لي سويس تاكنا سازال مي لي اليون يسعى كثير تاكنا سازال الدولان سنداكي تعاونيتن يا اليون يتاك دافوس يوكن ادي السمعه يصنفارن ذاك تموت السويس غتفض يا اليوس مالكش اروح غرفاز ذا شو اسلم لي تزوارا هذه المد شتو ثلاثيس نكون تغاوسا ونسعى تموت القبايل اتولي ذاكي تموت نسويش ساعه اغرفاز السيستيم ايدوكاتيف سي الميور دو موند دونك نكون شو دي بوي فلان تموت القبايليت السيستيم ايدوكاتيف الى قاتل عاود سوادا الى نكشم الو غرفاز شتو ثلاثنا دونك إوا كان أدعوذا في غرينو أو ندينيغ وتوغازالا من زمر يمنغ من دوكل لكن لا أين لاني وعارة أتدنا لي سهل ثاني مثنون
في مسلاينا كيا ولا مسلاينا كيا زنسر مغاسل نيول فوالا اكيد ولا مي كونوا تتبع السير الميتورا من ديال ثاني مثلا فوقرات يدير نيذنا سلامه سعدم تغني في جالسن هكا غتقيم ليذنا غدا هي لي قبيله تيفي انا دغا كي غادي في كماس السلواي اولي ناس كنتو نثنيو مية غير ثقاله ندور في تاك دوالي ناس هكا سلامه تكون لي ذكو هي قبيله تيفي سيرميو جاون ثلويث
voilà devant le Conservatoire national des arts et métiers. Beau bâtiment encore, hein, forcément. C'est pas dépendant de moi, ça, mon ami. Ils font ce qu'ils veulent.
Kevin, on ne le voit plus depuis plus d'un an et demi. Kevin.
Ah, Kevin? Ah ouais, non, je le vois plus non plus, moi.
Déjà, il était parti à l'acte, je sais pas lequel. On le voyait presque plus.
Ouais,
et je
bah.
les ai vus, lui, avec l'autre barbu, là.
Ouais.
3 ou 2 dans les grandes manifs. C'est je les sais plus, je les vois plus.
Ah bah, ils ont...
Ah ouais? J'avais son mail, puis je me dis, je vais pas l'emmerder, pour lui envoyer comment il va.
Ouais, après...
Voilà,
ouais, ça fait plus d'un an que je le vois. Plus d'un an, ça. Hein.
En fait, il est resté peut-être 40 ou 50 actes, et puis on l'a plus vu.
Ouais, bah, je pense que quand il a vu que les gilets jaunes, ça s'estrompait, bah, à mon avis, ils ont décidé de survenir.
On dit que c'était un prix tous les samedis, hein. C'était pas 80, hein.
Ah bah là, c'est pas le cas, hein, ça c'est sûr.
Et nous, on est tous les mêmes, mais toutes les semaines, c'est incroyable. Pas tous les mêmes.
Alors, normalement, République, c'est à gauche. Et on va à gauche. Là, ils nous ont fait faire un détour. Là.
Ah oui?
Parce que République, c'était au bout là-bas, il fallait aller tout droit.
Ah oui?
Ah oui. Bon, ce qui compte, c'est qu'on va y aller quand même. Et ce qui compte, c'est qu'on va y aller quand même.
Oui, mais je me demande, depuis tout ça, c'est très fin. Et ils nous arrêtent quand ils veulent.
Ah bah ça.
C'est nous rééduquer. Vivre sans rien.
Ça, c'est la police, ça t'arrête quand elle veut. Hein.
Exactement. Mais toi, tu dois faire pareil sans voler. Et on change d'itinéraire en pleine manif. C'est ce qu'il a fait. C'est un compte de rééducation. Tout leur dit, vous leur dites une solidarité à chaque fois. Vous leur faites comprendre qu'ils doivent juste exécuter les bons ordres.
Et ça, il n'y a qu'avec ceux qui font ça.
C'est des spectacles comme jamais.
Ah ouais. Quand il y a d'autres manifs, c'est
le dans l'œil. Là, le 80.
Ah ouais.
5-6 000. Si vous arrêtez, on n'arrête rien.
Bon, je vais chercher mon copain.
On a des vidéos là. On a des vidéos depuis. Hein.
Ah bah oui. Hein.
Je me souviens. Hein.
Bah ouais.
Quand tu achètes de l'acte 6, moi, ça me fait bien. Je l'ai, hein.
C'est tellement loin ça.
Tu te rappelles, ils nous attendaient à Versailles.
Ah, quand on a fait le Sacré-Cœur. Ouais, enfin, on a pris cher aussi. Hein.
Oui.
Allez, bah nous voilà à rue Réaumur, donc on va tomber place de la République. Donc on a fait un petit détour.
Oui. On va arriver à l'Élysée, c'est pas grave. On fait un petit détour. L'année prochaine, au mois de mai, on va y aller directement.
Ah ouais?
Si jamais il passe le premier tour, il faut commencer à tourner. Si là, il passe le premier tour,
ah, mon pote qui est là, c'est lui, et c'était dans le temps, il se mettait un nez rouge sur le nez.
Non, mais j'ai oublié aujourd'hui.
Ah, voilà.
J'ai oublié mon gilet jaune.
Ah, avec lui, j'ai fait la rue Vignon, j'ai fait... on en a fait,
Je l'ai.
Ah ouais. Bah ouais, ça va, Chantal.
La vidéo de Vincent Lapierre, l'acte 6. Il fait acte 6 de Vincent Lapierre.
Ouais.
Tu vois? Et ils sont tous là, on ne se connaît pas. Et là, on se connaît tous. Jean-Claude, Michel et tous les autres. Je regardais mes conneries, j'avais le masque de Zorro. Et puis après, il dit, on se souvient de toi, c'était l'acte 50, il dit, on se souvient de toi, l'acte 6 avant, ils étaient tous derrière, et toi aussi.
Ah ouais, hein. Ouais, tu vois, t'avais la cape de Zorro là.
Exactement. Non, le masque, c'était juste le masque.
Ouais, ou le masque, ouais.
Et puis je l'ai enlevé quand ils ont commencé à dire qu'on ne pouvait pas se masquer. Ils ont dit qu'on ne peut pas dissimuler le visage, je l'ai enlevé.
anyone just joining, we're at Old Trafford this afternoon where thousands of fans have gathered for a protest. So this all really comes as a part of the Super League announcement last week. Obviously that's now been scrapped, but fans are still very angry, particularly at the owners of the club, the Glazers. There's been lots of chanting going on so far, lots of people chanting Glazers out. So the protest officially started at about 3 o'clock, and this is probably the busiest it's been, but there are still people arriving. Just going to take you into the crowd.
We want Glazers! We want Glazers! We want Glazers! We don't want 50+1. We want the Glazers out! Never mind about 50+1.
So I'm seeing a few comments about people making trouble. In fairness, it's been very peaceful so far. It is loud, but it's peaceful. Lots of people are wearing masks. There's really people from all walks of life here. There's families, there's young people, older people, lots of fans, all obviously very angry. But at the moment, the protest has been peaceful. There are a few police here dotted around, walking around the crowd, but I wouldn't say it's a particularly big police presence. So some fans have got back onto the Holy Trinity statue now.
Yeah, alright, well, if you hear it, just fucking loads of
So for anyone just joining, we're at Old Trafford this afternoon where a big protest is taking place. There's probably over 1,000 fans here this afternoon. Some people are not too happy that these people have climbed up onto the Holy Trinity statue. So for anyone that's just joining, we're live outside the Old Trafford this afternoon where a huge protest is taking place. There's probably at least 1,000, if not more, fans here now. Okay, so I think that gives you an idea of the extent of the protest this afternoon at Old Trafford. We are running a live blog on our website, so if you go to the MEN website, you can keep up to date with everything there. So I'm just going to wrap this up now, but I'm just going to give you one final look round the protest this afternoon.
I don't think I've ever hated anything so.
Down to real youngsters who aren't even teenagers. So it's a real, you know what, it actually is a real fan day. And you know what, that's what's making us proud. And I just hope that it continues in the same vein and people don't overstep this, because I would hate for there to be any sort of trouble or anything like that, because having spoken to the police and the authorities, they're happy for this to happen. They want fans to have their say. They've realised that you can't silence us. You can't silence us. So keep your comments flying in, guys. I can't exactly see them, but it's good for the video. Talk to each other in the United Stand group chat. You know, if you're in the comment section, talk to each other. You know, see how everyone's feeling. Drop a like on the video as well. We've got 12,000 people watching, which is great. That's 12,000 people that I feel like are right here with us here at Old Trafford. So it is a brilliant way to start off. And there's some more chanting here as well. I'm not sure if you can hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear that chanting. Just about. I mean, do you know what, guys? I have actually got my headphones in. You've lost me. Okay, that's good. I'm just going to take a little bit of a wander to the other side and see if we can give you guys a different view as well, because I think that will be positive. Hopefully the sound doesn't come out, and hopefully, you know, we can still have our say and you guys can still hear what's going on, to be honest. Yes. How you doing, man?
I'm alright, man.
Yeah.
Just seen Adam in that.
Yeah, he's over there. I've seen him all.
He's behind us now.
Oh, it's good. It's good to see. Yeah, of course, man. Of course. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. It is, man.
KG, everyone. I know you hear it from everyone, but seriously.
Thank you. No, like I said, we're just fans, the same as everyone else, and we just want to make sure that we're here.
Behind the team, no. I always see you talking it off about it. It's not about Ollie. Ollie for me. I'm from down road, and I've refereed the academies. I've refereed United. I've refereed City, Chelsea.
Yeah.
I played with him. Ollie does more for the academy than any other player.
Yeah.
He's not short-term season ticket J-Stem for about 10 years.
Yeah.
Louis Van Gaal, he was the fucking worst.
Yeah.
Ollie, we're actually making progress.
Absolutely. You know what? Absolutely. And you know what? I love the fact that you've actually asked, because so many people have loads of different opinions. Me, I don't know how much you watch the content.
We're not where we should be.
No, 100%. 100%.
Back it, but they also call a spade a spade. When we're not playing well, they call it out.
And you know what? I'm actually live on it right now, but this is a good conversation to have. There's this with this. So many people have different opinions, but what my job is to do. I'm a United fan. I love the fucking club. I love this club. 100%. 100%. I know I'm not here to prove that to people. People are going to make their own minds up. I know I love this stuff, but
I'm just getting impression sometimes. You're like the Piers Morgan.
Hold on, Joey. Hold on.
The Piers Morgan of United, where he does purposely there to be controversial.
And I hear that opinion all the time.
To get views.
Yeah, and I see what you mean, but every time I speak to someone, right, I think there's this misconception that it's like I say, oh, before you go on, say that. Honestly, it couldn't be further from the truth. All it is a reflection of how we're doing.
Why did he promote this thing? Let me ask you this. Why didn't Forbes promote
We did. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. If we didn't promote this, we wouldn't be here. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. 100%. That's what we're here to do. We are here to be here for the fans, and that's why we're here, man. 100%. Yeah. Exactly. And now look, everyone's here.
I'm here to get the glazers out.
100%. All right, fair enough. No, I'm here to get the glazers out too. If that's not a common thing, then that's not a common thing. Fair enough. Just call a spade a spade. No worries. 100%. 100%. And that's the way to express it. 100%. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Of course.
Is that alright?
Sorry. Yeah.
No worries. I understand there's fans that will call you out. and sometimes, especially with Aubrey, you're only I know I'm watching you.
No, we're good. Everyone's good. I don't know. He's just standing there with it. What's the matter? One second, fellas. 1 second. Well, we need to move from here, do we? Troy, talk to me. Do we need to move from here? Move back to where we were before. Okay. How you doing? Yeah, sure. 1 second. Let me get one here. Okay.
All right.
Nice one.
I take it. Listen, do your own thing, man. You're lacking, bro. I
Nice
do
one.
this all day long.
You do
Nice
your
one. Big up, man. Nice one. Right, I've got to shoot. Respect for the love. I appreciate it.
Let me get you in your head, don't vex.
Yeah.
Before you go. Do your own thing. God bless you.
Nice one. Appreciate it. Josh, let's go to this side. Yeah, of course, man.
Hey, can you take a picture or something?
Nice one. Enjoy your day, man. Well done. Yeah. How you doing, man? You alright? We're live on that now. Yeah, he's live. Yeah. Nice one. Cheers. Yeah, exactly. You did get a job, yeah. Right, let's go. We're going to just go to a different side here now. It's absolutely mental at the minute. I feel like even more fans are gathering, and I just want to say to all you guys watching live, thank you for being patient. This is something that, yes, fellas, you right? Yeah, you good? This is something that we've not done before, but this is a time in football that we've not seen before, and we're following it, and we're making sure that everybody can have their say. It's been great meeting fans, and as you guys just saw there, I even met some fans who actually don't agree with fan content, who don't like United Stand, and we had a great conversation, and that's actually what it's all about. We had a good, mature conversation about what it is that we need to be doing and how to do it. I just spoke to a guy and he said, look, Flex, I don't think that fan content is good. I think they don't get behind the players, and I had a difference of opinion, but at the end of the day, what we did say was, this is for the fans, and this is why we're here. And there was no problem with it whatsoever. He even left the conversation still actually not agreeing with me, still questioning what fan channels like United Stand are all about. But we managed to go our separate ways. We split his fist, just about. Well, he pulled his fist away, actually. But he still respected. I respect his opinion, and that's what it's about. It isn't about coming here to get more subscribers. It isn't about coming here to convince everybody that fan channels are the way forward. It's about coming here and being united. It feels like it's kind of dying down a little bit now. Everyone's kind of going a little bit quiet, but it's been really good. Yes, thank you guys. Cheers. Okay. Yeah. How you doing? Come here. I'm live on YouTube now. Do you mind doing a quick interview about how you're feeling right now?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Before I do that, I'm Kev's barber.
Oh, are you? It's Kev's barber. That's who we've got here. Vancam Kev's barber. How random is that? I'm going to put my mask on. Jordan, can you hear me? All right. Can everyone hear me? Okay. Look, good turnout today, isn't it? And I've just said before I come on here that the police and the authorities have let us have our say. How have you found today?
Really calm. It's really when I was parked the car at the end, the police officer.
Yeah.
Earlier, around with kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm basically gonna translate what you're saying because I can only hear what I'm saying. Basically, in English, I'm only joking. He says that he's parked his car. He's a family man. He's come here. The police haven't had any angst or to anyone. They've let us have our say. They've let us have our say, and that's the most important thing of what you can see here today. Everyone's been able to come together and have their say. How do you think it's going to go from here, though? Where do you think, in terms of the owners, do you think that we could see them sell?
I think there's a chance, but it's going to be a long road. You don't sell Man United overnight, especially the money it's going to cost. It's just the love, do you know what I mean? Like football, I know it's not easy, but just got to go. Just got to get rid of them. How, when, don't know, but we're halfway there. Woodward's on the way.
Yeah.
He's a snake, as everyone knows, so let's get everything else.
Yeah, absolutely. He says he can't hear you. He can't hear you. He's basically saying that you know, we've done well to get this far. It's good that, you know, the likes of Ed Woodward's gone, but it's about the next step. It's about how do we get these owners to sell the club. It is going to be difficult, but times like today show we won't be silenced. You know, it doesn't. This isn't about the team. We can see the team had nothing to do with this. This isn't to do with Ollie. This isn't to do with anyone. This is about the people who are robbing our football club and bleeding it dry, and we've had enough. And I think it's great that everyone's come out here. So we're going to go back over towards the stand as well, and the Trinity stand, and see what everyone's saying. But listen, thanks for rocking with us. Appreciate it, man. Nice one. And keep giving Kev them trims. He needs them, exactly. Yes, how you doing?
On Sky Sports.
Thank you, man. Yeah, sure. I'm on my way, Joy. Bear with me. Nice one. How you doing, man?
Cheers, mate.
Nice one. Cheers. Nice one. Cheers. Nice one. Cheers. All right. Cheers. Nice one. Cheers. Yeah, of course.
Cheers, mate.
Nice one. Cheers, man. Appreciate that. You got it, man. Nice one. Nice one. Cheers. You doing? Cool.
Give me a hug.
Alright, I'm live here. I've got to go. I'm just gonna put that over there. I'll come over there. Back over there. No. Yeah, of course. Walk over there, Josh. I'll meet you. He can't hear you, Jory. Oh. Yes. No, he can't. He's not next to me. Oh, yeah. It's really difficult. Nice one. Cheers. Yeah, of course. Cheers. Appreciate that. Nice one. Cheers. Yeah, it's getting a little bit quieter. Nice. I'm just meeting loads of fans. Everyone's taking selfies. We're good with meeting the fans. How you doing, guys? Nice one. Cheers, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, no worries. That's fine. How you doing, man? You okay?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Good to see everyone in it. It's good. That's what it's about. Yeah, all the time. All the time we do. That's what we do.
3-hour drive.
3 hours, man. And we go again next week. We don't stop. We go again next week, man. We got to be on these guys next. You know, 100%.
Do you think this is going to make a difference?
I do. In the long, if we keep at it, it'll be difficult. Of course, you know, I'm live on United Stand now, actually. So someone just asked me, do I think this is going to make a difference? And my answer is yes, in the short run, but how long we don't know, because we've got to keep at it. At the end of the day, when we how you doing? Respect. Thank you, man. Cheers. Appreciate that. Thank you. Absolutely. We've got to keep it going, and that's what we're going to do. So appreciate it, man. Yeah. Nice one. How you doing, man? Yeah, sure. Nice one. It's good to see you. It's good to see you.
Absolutely.
Go on. Ricky's here now as well. I've just got Ricky here. How you doing?
Thanks,
nice one. Cheers.
So I've got to be looking after you.
Oh, I bet. He's a celebrity now, isn't he? How you doing, man? Good to see you. I mean, guys have just joined us. Ricky's here as well. How you doing, Rick? Good to see you, man. Hiya. You alright? Yeah, hiya. You alright?
This is Johnny.
Oh, hiya. How are you? You okay? Everyone's out. How are you doing? You okay?
So much respect for you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. It's good, isn't it? Everyone's come out to up there, so.
I love the way I say this.
Yeah.
Disappointed. Johnny's disappointed.
Yeah, I'll get Josh to pan round.
I think it's all right.
It is. Exactly.
On a non-match day.
Rick, we're actually live on United Stand. They're in my ear. They can see there's 12,000 people watching you there. They can't really hear you. I don't think they can hear you. Can you hear him?
He speaks really loud.
Just about. Well, basically, Ricky said that he wished that Matic was here, and Dan James was here contesting about. I'm joking.
He said earlier that
Dan
James isn't better than Sancho.
Hang on. What happened was, after a bit of an altercation with Johnny, he eventually conceded that Dan James is insignificant and it's all about Mason Greenwood.
Mason Greenwood does in fact work hard in it.
but we're having a little bit of a laugh. But in all honesty, the biggest thing here, like we've all been saying, it isn't about McTominay and Fred. It isn't about what you think about. It's not about the players. It's about what our owners are doing to this club.
Yeah. Forget the players for 1 minute. Think about the bigger picture.
Exactly.
The bigger picture is the fact that these American owners have come to this country. 2005 they took over, and all they've done is steal from the lot of us. Every single person here, and it doesn't matter where you live across the world. It's all that matters is what that means to you in here. And to a lot, I've made 3-hour journey to come here today because I am fed up. all they do is steal off us. They don't invest properly. They don't look after. Look at the state of the stadium. Look, the stills are rusty. It's a shithole. They do not care about this football club, and I have had enough. This Super League thing, yeah, they could apologise to everyone.
Yeah.
If it went ahead, they wouldn't have said anything. They would have happily gone ahead of it. They do not give a shit. Yesterday, Avram Grant, Glazer, was collared. He said, "I'm not apologising to the fans, and I'm not commenting." He doesn't give a fuck. They're the people that claim to care about the fans and care about. Listen, and I know it's not a scapegoat. The Munich Air disaster. I said to Rick earlier.
Yeah.
The Munich Air disaster is an event in history that reshaped this football club. Like it or not,
It is.
what we are today was shaped off of that event. Champions League night. They were prepared to walk away from that and give us all the middle finger. Well, the two fingers anyway. That's what we mean to them as owners. They were prepared to ruin everything. That listen, you're a dedicated fan. You're southerner like me. Dedicated, you're here. He's here. Everyone's here because they care about the football club. And people can say that we're pathetic. It means a lot to us. I'm sick of sitting indoors and underachieving. I'm sick of it. And it isn't just about success. It's the fact that there's no paint on the stills. We've got no pride. They don't look after the place. It's a shithole. The Glazers have turned this club into a laughing stock.
How big of an impact do you think what we're doing now is going to have?
Listen, a lot of people will say, and he's one of them, it won't make a difference. They will know about this today. There's a reason there's stewards all over the place. I'm telling you, they will know about this, and ultimately it will turn into it needs to be a financial decision. And I'll tell you for why. It's going to be hard, yeah, because we all love the club. The only way they're going to fuck off is if their pockets are affected.
Yeah.
Stop buying merchandise. And I know it's rich saying we're all wearing their t-shirts. Stop buying merchandise. Stop renewing season tickets. And that's going to be the hardest one of all. Stop going to games. Stop. You're going to watch it.
And that's the thing, though, because they're playing on the heart. They're playing on our hearts, isn't it?
Listen. This week has proved. We've all said it for ages. This week has proved that all they care about is money. Now, the only way to stop these. The last game they come watched us, quarterfinals Champions League 2019. Before that, 2016. They're not owners of a football club. They are not owners. They don't give a fuck. They're not interested in coming here, watching it. Like I say, they don't care what the stadium looks like. Spurs, of all people, have got a better stadium than us now. And I know they've built a new one because the owners have pride. They know where they want to go. We're stuck in the fucking past now. They don't want to move forward. They don't give a fuck.
On a positive, though, how impressed and happy were you that, Ollie... No, our players did not know about this. This is not on them. This is not on Ollie. And they stood up, and our players stood up, and they said, "We're not having this."
Luke Shaw, what a man! Whether you like Luke Shaw, forget abilities, forget what they do for the club. Luke Shaw come out. Bruno Fernandes was the first to come out. Rashford come out, but in the end, they come out. That's what matters. That is huge. And when Ollie come out and said what he said, because for me, it was brewing on me because I was thinking, please don't fuck this up.
Yeah.
You're a legend of the club. You should understand what it means to the fans. Your career highlight was a Champions League night. Please don't let us down. And I don't think he did. I
agree.
I think he spoke well. You've got to appreciate, because a lot of fans will sit there and go, "Oh, you fucking bottled it." You've got to appreciate he still is in a job.
Yeah.
And you can call him a Glazer puppet and all that, which I think he is sometimes. Sometimes he needs to grow up here and do what he needs. But where every manager come out and they said, "That's bollocks. This is bollocks. This is bollocks."
Well, he spoke about the Busby babes. He spoke about his best night. He spoke about, he wants to come back and watch Man United with the fear of us being able to fail. Like, they just
him of all people, he like you say, he bleeds United. His DNA is United. The fact he's in the job is the best thing that's ever happened to him, and that's what we, as fans, we wanted to see when he first came out and spoke. And to me, he did that. To the best that he could have, without making it awkward for him. That makes sense. And he done that, and that's all. Listen, it's not about the players. You can't sit there and go, "We're underachieving. Ollie's not a good manager," and all that. That's not what this is about. Ultimately, we're 8 years underachieving. With 4 different managers, the 4th manager now since Ferguson left, and we're still in the same place. It's not about the football for the minute. It's not about, because if they're still there, it will never change. It's never going to change whilst they own the football club because they do not give a fuck. And that is as simple as that.
True. Listen,
And I'm glad I got in here today. I was dreaming about this because I sit at home so frustrated, and I don't come here as often as I should have because I live in Essex.
It's not hard. It's not easy, mate. It's not easy to do
I'm
that.
loving this club. My granddad loved this club. Season ticket holder. It is depressing sitting at home. Even when we win games, I sit there and think they'll love that.
Yeah.
They'll love that.
It's
They'll
all to
love
help
that.
them. It's all to help them.
Stadium's full. People can't wait to get in the stadium. You've got to look at it, and it has to be short-term pain for long-term gain. They will never sell if people keep coming here. And it's, I don't know where else I keep repeating myself. They will never sell this club as long as they're making money.
These
The debt
people
will still
that
be
claim
there.
they love the club, that come week in, week out, don't love the club.
They
I'm sorry, but they don't.
They brought this football club on the basis on a loan. They never brought it with their own money. They went to the banks in America and they said, "We need some money to buy a football club."
And they've been taken
We're
out ever
owned
since.
by the banks. 1.5 billion pounds since their ownership in 2005 in interest. Imagine where we could be now with 1.5 billion pounds investment since 2005. New stadium. You could build a new stadium for that.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, love a stadium, love a stadium. Fleck, it's a shithole. Look at the state of it.
And that's the thing. Is that it's not even like the big things. It's like just they say take care of the pounds, the pennies, and the pounds will take care of themselves. And that's the thing that we're not seeing with these owners. On top of all the other stuff.
You'll know better than anyone. Yeah, Gary Neville pointed it.
Yeah.
It's not even a match day experience.
Yeah. And you look at what they're doing over there.
Mate,
You know?
my mum.
Can I say?
Yeah.
Let me have a say.
Yeah.
Right? Listen, the problem with Glazers is, in America, football's not their sport.
Yeah.
They call it soccer, they don't understand our culture, they just don't get it. Okay? Look at the Buccaneers. Unbelievable. If they put half the energy into United that they put into Buccaneers, they just don't get it. They don't get husbands, they don't get the importance of football. It's our national sport, and they are so out of touch, it's unreal. And, you can't blame them. In America, they've got NFL, they've got baseball, they've got American football. They don't get football. They don't get what it is to be a football fan in the UK.
I'll just add, to what she's saying. When you think about it and you deep it, NBA, it's a business.
Yeah,
it's
all
a
of it.
corporation.
They just don't understand.
NFL, no one can get relegated. All you can win is a Super Bowl. You don't even get promotion.
It's the same across all their sports, isn't it?
They pay people millions of pounds to do half-time shows. And they wanted to do it here. They wanted to shorten the game. Fuck that, mate. They do not. Listen, this game started well before you was born.
Yeah.
Hundreds of years before you was born. And they do not get it. And I'm not saying, I'm 25. I don't get. But there's more to the just. I want to pay for that.
Yeah.
We get 100 million people. We just pay
They've
for that.
underestimated the British fans.
Because
They've
to us,
massively underestimated the sport, the fans, everything. They underestimated it. They thought, it's okay, it's just soccer, we'll make this soccer league. No, I'm sorry. The British fans and all around Europe have said, no, you don't mess with our football. No, this is our national sport. And do you know what? Every single person who's here today should go to bed tonight, put their head on their pillow and say, I've done my bit. Right? I've done my bit.
And you know what else was powerful though? I know you speak a lot about the American side of things, but actually, we speak to American fans out there. Like you're talking about the businessmen. There are United fans in America, in India, in Africa who are saying this is wrong. You know what I mean? And I feel sorry for them.
So, mate, it's 3 hours it took me to get here, and there was Pakistan. There was an Indian, there was Australians, Americans. This is more than just a Manchester club. And it does mean something to other people. It's not just, they go work, they earn their wage, and they keep spending their money. Fuck them, they don't matter. That is what it is to them. You've got things in America, like Pakistan, India, them places you think, we can't have fans there. They're tweeting me going, I'm watching from Pakistan, I'm watching from India.
Waking up at 3 a.m.
Mate, they're up at 3 a.m. in the morning. But they don't give a fuck. They do not give a fuck. I'm so sick and tired of it. Listen, this is 5 years.
How proud does this make you now, though, to see us fans?
I met people from Birmingham, from Essex. I'm Essex. 3 hours it took to get here.
Yeah.
It cost me whatever. It doesn't matter. It's needed to happen. I'll say it, it's 5 years too late. We're years too late. But that Super League bollocks, that's the nail in the coffin. That's where we all need to do our bit to get them out of the club. Because nothing will ever change. We can all sit here and say we're underachieving. We're not going anywhere. We're not a good club. It's in our hands. Damage their pockets and they'll fuck off. Telling you.
Yeah.
Telling you, it's the only way.
Yeah.
Andy Tate said it on that other channel. It will become a financial decision. And that's all they care about. As soon as you hit their pockets, they'll fuck off.
Yeah, listen.
And I can't fucking wait.
Yeah.
Mate, I mean,
No, it's true, though. No, but it's true. You're right. You're right.
Every single every game, I'm on there. I'm a subscriber. I'm a member and all that. Mate,
Yeah.
the fact I've had the chance to, mate, brilliant.
Yeah, listen, definitely.
Needs to be said.
Well, we'll have you back and we'll keep in contact and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll get your contact details before we move
I've got
on.
his number. I know
Oh,
Rick.
good. So I'll get it
Yeah.
off Rick then. That's fine.
Mate, I'll be happy to come on and talk.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about, mate. I am sick and tired of them greedy fuckers taking a piss out of everyone. Young boys, that boy loves his club probably. His dad loves the club. Young boys, they're taking the piss out of everyone. Heritage, exactly. Heritage. His dad, your dad, his dad's dad. This club means something to people. And you people look at it and go, oh, you're pathetic, mate. My missus does it. What do you mean? She ain't got a clue. Means I sit indoors screwing. I just think, fucking hell. Like, they don't.
You go to any country in the world, not speak the same lingo as them. You point at a United badge instantaneously.
Even
talking the same language.
Yeah,
if you look at
exactly.
These dickheads, they haven't got a fucking clue about it.
They don't care.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Listen, you look at.
Yeah.
Stupid.
He's right.
Oh,
He's
done.
right. No, he's right. Yeah.
Listen, Maldini, all the foreigners, all the foreign countries, bottled it. Maldini came out and said, "Pup it. No, this needs to happen." Barcelona, struggling for a pound note.
Do you fear that some? Because obviously they've come out and tried to make that happen and it's gone to shit. Do you fear that though they're plotting? That was just the first bit. That went to shit. They're plotting something else though.
They will do. Listen, that Perez doesn't shut up about it.
Yeah.
But listen, English fans, football started in this country. I'll tell you something now, the fans in this country have made themselves known that this is our sport. But look at Barcelona, Real Madrid, he ain't shut up about it. Greedy bastard. Barcelona are fucked. Paying £600 million for players and all that. They're fucked. They need the money, which is why they're pushing so hard. We don't need the money. We're not a greedy club. We don't want to be.
We only need more because they want to take more
We
out.
don't want to be that club that's like, oh, just like it's shameless. We don't want to be someone that has an Arab businessman take her and go, it's fucking £500 million every season. With this club means something to a lot of people. It has actual history. We've won actual trophies in a fair way. For years and years.
What I will say, Josh is just panning around and looking at the crowd while we're going to carry on talking.
Yeah.
But the thing that I think is that how long can football keep staying away from what looks like it's about to come? Yeah, because you look at what UEFA have done with how they're proposing the Champions League anyway. It ain't too far off what they were trying to do the other day.
That's what I'm saying. What's the difference? It's greed. What's the difference between that? I know you can sit there. You can sit there and you can say UEFA are just as bad. Listen, UEFA aren't. They're not good. They're not good.
Yeah.
They've been thieving from football for years. But it's what we know, and they do give everyone a fair chance. Anyone can qualify for the Champions League, and anyone can not qualify. Do you know what I mean? Leicester were in the Champions League a few years ago. Leicester.
They was just trying to kill their dream.
Jamie Vardy playing non-league football, playing in the Champions League. That is why we part with it. Yeah, there's greed involved, and football has to move on. It is about money. Everything nowadays is about money.
Yeah.
It has to grow up. You can't not move with the times, but at least everyone got a fair chance. At least we can compete. FA Cup, Carling Cup.
Yeah.
There's all these competitions. I don't want to be a part of some greedy shit fucking group that goes, no, you're in there every single season. Listen, we can't even beat Sheffield United. What the fuck are we going to do playing Europe's Elite every week?
And the gloss has gone off it as well. The reason why we look forward to a semi-final against Real Madrid or Barcelona is because you've got to work your ass off to get there, and then you got two chances to get through the tie to win, not just be guaranteed it.
Listen, Istanbul Başakşehir essentially knocked us out of the Champions League.
Yeah, with that draw.
What business have they got going? We can compete with Europe's Elite.
Need to get Rick. Yeah, 100%. Listen, I'm going to go and I think I'm just going to get Rick. I don't know where he's there. I'm going to speak to him. But listen, this is I'll be staying there. But this is actually what it's about, isn't it?
This is a reality. These people are here because they love their football club, and you will not take the English people are passionate people. You will not steal it from us because you are a greedy fucker.
Especially without fight.
Never. Listen. People have United. You got Man United, Liverpool fans giving it, best friends, City fans. We come over, help us out. Football's united every fan base because that's what it means to us. There is more to football than rivalries, money, and all that. And when it comes down to it, it's shown.
Yeah,
that's shown, mate.
100%. Listen, Rick, come here a sec, Rick. Yeah, just quickly, you're live on United Stand now as well. Troy, just let me know if you can hear everything what's going on. I'll keep still because this is the mic as well.
I think Jay spoke very eloquently, by the way.
Yeah, he did.
Jay spoke very eloquently, and I think what he's just said, absolutely fantastic, down to the bone.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Well, with everything how it is, Rick. I mean, you've obviously been supporting Man United a long time, and obviously since the Glazers have come in, do you think that we are going to get a little bit closer to some of the change? It is difficult, but what you can see today is what happens when we come out and have our say.
Look, all I can say is I hope so, Flex. I've come today just because the more people that are here, the better. That's why I've come. You know, one person, I'm one person. You know, everybody that's come here is one person. The more that people get involved in things like this, there's another demonstration next week.
Yeah.
Let's hope it's twice as big. You know what I mean? So the more people that get involved in anything whatsoever, there's petitions going round. Sign as many petitions as you can.
Is that the key? You know, with the petition with the 50+1 ruling, in terms of us owning, is that the key? That the government need to get involved now if this is going to happen?
It could be the key. I hope it's the key. But what the point I'm trying to make, more than anything, is don't think that you as an individual can't do anything.
Yeah.
You as an individual, obviously if you were just an individual, you can't do anything. You can't do anything against the Glazers if you're just an individual. But the more individuals who get involved in things like this, demonstrations, the more people who sign petitions, then you're not an individual as such. Everybody's got to get on board.
Yeah, and I've seen so many people, like little young lad there. I'm seeing another couple of young kids over there. We've seen fans like yourself. We've seen middle-aged. We've seen such a vast, variety of fans coming together, and fans from other clubs.
Fans from other clubs as well. This 50+1 thing, this petition's going round. It's not just for United fans, it's for everybody. You know, all these big clubs, the other big clubs that were supposedly in this Super League, they're in the same situation. Well, three of them are in the same situation as us. I'm not so sure City fans are too worried about their owners. They put more money in than they take out.
That's the difference,
yeah, that's the difference.
That's the difference. How do you think now, going on to next week, that's going to be like 2 protests in 2 weeks, but what happens after that? What happens in 2 months? What happens in 4 months? What happens in 6 months? Like, is it important to keep this? Match days, when we all still haven't been back to the stadiums. A lot of this, what I've seen today, which is brilliant, is people happy to come out and see fans and be together again. It's been a horrible last sort of 13 months or so. But what's the key after this? Like, when we're back in the stadiums, do you want to see walkouts? Do you want to see, I don't know, people not going to the game until 10 minutes in? Or do you want to see, it's hard to say to people, don't renew your season ticket, because the problem with that is you're playing on the heartstrings of us fans. The players deserve our support, but the financial stuff is what affects the Glazers. How do we try and combat that?
The honest answer is, honestly, I'm heartbroken. I don't know the answer. I don't want to stop coming here. I don't want to stop coming here. If we've not come here for whatever it is now, 12 or 14 months, whatever. I also don't want to stop watching them on the TV. Even if you watch them on the TV, even though it's a tiny little bit that you're putting in, it still amounts to multi-millions, even billions.
Yeah, because saying you're not going to renew your season ticket is one thing, but if like you said, if you're still watching the boys on Sky or BT or whatever,
I don't want to stop watching them. They've really got us. I'd love to stand here now and say, look, I'm not going to set foot inside there till they're gone, but I don't want to not set foot. I've been coming here since 1970. I don't want to stop coming here. How do you fight that? Look, if enough people do it, I'm prepared to do it. There's no point. What does it hold these days? 76,000?
Oh my God,
76,000 does it hold? So if it holds 76,000, if there's still going to be 72,000 or 68,000 in here, what does 68,001 make?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any difference, does it? But if suddenly there's only 40,000 coming, I'll tell you what, I'll be one of the ones that are not coming. You know what I mean?
You've heard it there, guys. I mean, we're live on United Stand Up. Loads of you guys are watching, and this is what it's about. What my thing is today as well, right, is that you see, like the police, the authorities, they've let us have our say. I was speaking to the police about an hour ago, and I said, can I just say thank you for not trying to get involved in this? Let the fans have their say. You know what he said to me? He said, we're not here for that. We understand that there's no point pushing against you guys. And I think when you see protests before, when the club maybe instructs people or authorities to come and to try and stifle us, we haven't seen it. And that's what I mean about how powerful this is. For the first time in a while, I've seen them go, do you know what, shit, we better let them have their say. Like, we can't stop them, and that shows what the strength in numbers does. The strength in numbers, like you said about not being individual.
Yeah, we're not individuals, and you've hit the nail right on the head. We need things like this as often as possible. Everybody needs to sign petitions. Everybody needs to think that as one person you don't matter. Now, I'm going to go a little bit against what I've just said. I won't stop coming here once there's fans back in here, unless lots of others do. So where does that start? Do you understand what I mean? Do I need to be one of the ones who doesn't come in the first instance? And one person won't make a difference. But if 10,000 don't come, I'll join in.
Yeah,
You know?
that is where we're at. I know Beth was here. I don't know where she is. Where has she gone? I don't know if we can find her. She was here. I did see her. She walked past. But listen, Rick, it's good to see you.
Nice to
and
see
to
you,
be
mate.
honest, let's just keep going.
Let's keep going.
Let's
for
just
it, mate.
keep going here. Yeah. What I will say, guys, you got all watching here as well, and I'm proud. I am proud because at the end of the day, this ain't about me. Yes, I've met loads of fans today and it's been great, but I couldn't give a shit about that. With all due respect, I want to see fans. That's what I love doing. But it's not about the United Stand. It's not about YouTube. It's not about a certain section of the fan base versus this certain section of the fan base. It's about the name that comes after Manchester, and that's United. And what we are seeing is every single one of us have come in today. There's not been one little bit of, people going at each other. Have you noticed that today? The fact that sometimes people say, "Oh, I don't like this player or this." There's nothing about that.
Mate, no one knows each other here. We don't know anyone, but everyone's getting on. Look at the boys up there. You think they know each other?
Yeah.
You're getting on. Everyone's getting on because we all have the same aim. No one wants them lot in charge of the club. I don't know what to say. Like, if I say anything, you get banned. You know what I mean? Like, you just
When Rick was saying that, you see what you're saying about like people, maybe the first batch maybe need to not come, and then it could start. Because nobody, let's face it, none of us here actively want to not come and watch our team.
Of course not. I put a tweet out the other day and I said it would be the hardest thing ever. I did not go and watch them. They're on the telly. You've got a ticket, but don't go. But like you say, don't turn up for the first 10 minutes. You still bought a ticket. You think they give a fuck if you don't turn up for 10 minutes?
Exactly.
They don't, mate. They don't know how many people. They don't know how many people turn up to the game. They give a fuck. They ain't got a clue. They haven't got a clue. As long as people are buying tickets, they don't care. You think they watch us on the telly? Listen, Rick made a good point earlier. I think she did. They've got the Buccaneers, yeah? Just won the Super Bowl. The Buccaneers are their pride and joy, whether you like it or not. Yeah. And I'm not.
Giving Tom Brady another contract, isn't it?
It's not about. Listen, and the way NFL works, it's not as if they're taking money from here and sending it there, because it's not how it works. But their pride and joy is the Buccaneers. They're there at every game. Their kids are at every game. It's easy to go America. They're in America. They're going to go, well, we'll just pop down the road and watch them. But it's 2019. They come here to watch us. That's poor.
And you know what?
All of them either.
You think of Joel Glazer. He put out a statement when he was head of the Super League saying all this bollocks. But the thing is, he's been at United 16 years, done one media thing for us, and all of a sudden he had a voice.
Oh mate, it was so fake as well. Like, listen, I'm not a Liverpool fan, but the FSG thing, he done a video, yeah? He come out, he owned up. It's so full of shit.
They won't even do that.
Look at what you was about to do to this fan base, to every club in the top six. Look what you was going to do. And then say, you're sorry.
Yeah.
You ain't sorry. You're sorry because it didn't go through. And you've been stung, you've been found out. That's why you're sorry. Don't start saying sorry now because you've been caught.
And saying you want a better relationship with the fans.
You're cheating on your missus, yeah?
I'm trying to find, I don't know where.
You're going to keep doing it until you get caught. And you're only sorry when you get caught. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. But you're not, because you've been cheating for the last year. And if you didn't get caught, you still carry on.
Yeah.
Use that as you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, listen,
we
all
will keep
these
doing
people
this.
here today, yeah?
We
listen,
will keep doing this.
It's not even a fraction of the fan base.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I've got people, to these lot, I've got people on Twitter from every corner of the planet tweeting me today saying that they're supporting us. Places you haven't even heard of. And there's a Man United fan there. We travelled Australia, me and my missus, last year. The amount of United fans,
it's amazing,
mate,
it's nuts.
We done all of Australia. It's massive Australia. We was in the outback and there was a Man United fan with us. In the middle of nowhere. Mate, in the outback, you're closer McDonald's is closer to space than it is to the outback. That's how far away. And we still see a Man United fan.
That's what I mean. Football is a global language, and especially this club. Like, we're so big and powerful, but we've used it in the wrong way.
You've got to accept, yeah? We are a brand.
Yeah.
We are a brand. And to an extent, you have got to accept it. Because we are. Because if it wasn't a brand, we wouldn't make any money. We have got to make money because it's not sustainable if we don't.
Yeah, 100%. I'm just going to go and try and get Beth on. I'm going to go look for her. Listen,
copy.
appreciate that. Listen, thank you so
If you
much.
want to have on again, Rick's got my number.
Ring you. I'm going to ring you.
Rick's got my
100%.
number.
All right, cool. Yes. How you doing? Yeah, of course, man. Of course.
Pleasure, man. Anyway.
Cheers, man. Well, really well spoken.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
no,
I'll get in contact with you. 100%. 100%. How you doing, little mate? You all right? Nice one. Well done for coming out. Well done, all right? Well done. Respect, man. How you doing, man? In my ear, in United Stand, they're telling me you look like Luke Shaw. They were saying stand behind me. I've got it in my ear. They're saying Luke Shaw standing behind you. That's why I'm like, where? That's one. Yeah. I'm trying to find Beth. Yes? Okay,
I started
love that.
coming all the games, yeah, at Crystal Palace as well when you did it.
Crystal Palace. Oh,
Yeah,
remember one
4-0,
of the
that's when I started coming.
Oh, that was the first ever game, man.
Yeah, what you come
Yeah.
to, I heard you
Shit,
saying
on
it
there.
on that
You
flex
know.
thing with KT.
Love
And
that.
my name's Flex from Roxdale. And that's when I started coming to that cat, that Crystal Palace.
Nice one. All right, cheers. How you doing, little man? Come on, turn around. Get in here, little man. Get in here. Nice one. Keep it up. You keep it up, all right? You keep coming. Well done, man. How you doing, fellas? Yeah, you good? Flip it around. Flip it around. Flip it around. Go on, then. Flip it around. Nice one. All right, guys. Cheers. Yeah, I'm just going to try and find Beth now. So I'm going to do that right now. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, sure, man.
By the way, I just want to say, I watched a lot of your content. I think everything you do was fantastic. I've seen you, that shit, that journalist thing,
Yeah.
Disgusting stuff.
Thank you.
I'm quite, you might not know me, but I've got a little channel, I'm only little. I'm quite controversial. I'm only out, but it's not about today. But I swear a lot, but it's just because of my background. In real life, I'm very respectful towards everyone. What you do is absolutely amazing.
Appreciate that.
And nothing but respect to you,
Thank
mate.
you.
If don't
Cheers.
mind, I'd love to get a photo.
Yeah, let's get a photo. Yeah, no worries. Cheers. I haven't. No, but I appreciate it. I've just got to find Beth. Let's take this picture. I've just got to find Beth. I'm actually still live now, so yeah. Sorry.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you so much. Yeah. Cheers. Cheers. Thank you. I don't know where she is. I'm on the hunt for Beth. She is here. Yeah, of course, of course. Photos galore today, man. It's good. It's good to see you guys. Nice one, fellas. Cheers. Keep it up. I'm gonna try and find her. Have you seen her, Josh? Oh, yes, how you doing, man? You okay? Yeah, of course. Nice one. Cheers, man. Cheers. How you doing? Thank you. Nice one. Cheers, man.
Now you do it. I'm live.
I'm live on United Stand right now. I'm live.
Next week.
Probably, yeah. Yes. All right. Nice one. It's because I'm in the thick of it now, drawing. So I'm looking for a thing. All right. Got to find her. Where is she? She's just joining us, guys. The protest is just kind of dying down a little bit now. It's on its way out, but we're just trying to find Beth for you guys. She was here, and I can't find her now. So I think that might be it. I don't know. And I'm actually using the phone now, so we can't ring her to see where she is. So that might have to be that. It might have to be that. I'm just going to scan around the outside. Okay, that's fine. We're trying to get a contact into her. I mean, she's only little, so she could be in the middle of that. I hope she's not standing on top of the Trinity stand. So we're just going to go round the circle and back to where we were the first time. But the protest has died down a lot now. The numbers are going down, but it has been a great day. And you know what? Seeing all the fans and seeing everybody just being united. Like I said, it's been a pleasure to see that. It really has. It really has been a pleasure to see that. How you doing, man? You alright? Good stuff, man. Yeah, sure.
Cheers,
nice one, man. Cheers. Nice meeting you. Okay, yeah. So we'll just go over there now. Yeah, how you doing, man? You alright? Yeah, of course. Good man. Get him out, man. Get him out. Cheers. Nice one. Cheers, man. Yeah, of course, man. Nice one. Cheers.
Selfie, man?
Yeah, of course. Nice one. Cheers. Appreciate that. Yeah, of course. Come through. Come in.
Thank
nice
you.
One, guys. Thanks for coming out. How you doing, man? You're right. Jake Paul. You do look like him though.
I fucking don't.
You
Don't say
don't-
that.
Alright, you don't. Logan Paul then.
No.
Cheers. Nice one, man. Yeah, of course. How you doing, darling? You alright? Okay.
Thank you.
Nice one. Well done, you. you. Yeah, sure. Of course, man. Nice
Cheers,
one.
mate.
Cheers. Nice one. Keep it up. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, no worries. Give me a sec.
Watch United stand all the time, mate.
Cheers, man. Thanks for the support, man.
Cheers.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Where's it, Mark?
Yeah, he's streaming now. I've got him in my ear. Yeah. We're live now. Yeah, nice one. Of course, man.
He's not
He's nervous. Don't be stupid, bro. Get in here, man. It's a fan like everyone else. Nervous. Get out of here with that rubbish, man. Yes, nice one. Nice one. Josh! Yes, of course. Nice one. Cheers. Yeah, of course. Nice one. Cheers. Nice one. Yes, boys. What are you saying? What's going on? Right, I'm just going to go back to where he was, and hopefully Beth will meet us here sometime soon. The crowds are dying down. As you can see, there's more space. But I'm just literally waiting for Beth to come back here. I don't know if she stood us up, but yeah, I think as the day's kind of winding down, though, what you can see is everyone's still in good spirit. Bro, look how big you are now. Jesus Christ. Flip your neck, mate. What's happening? You alright? What's happening? Everyone good? Good stuff, man. Good stuff. And you know what? I think it's been a great day. I'm really proud. I'm really pleased. And you know what I'm even more happy about? I'm happy that you guys were able to see it. You know, this isn't about, like I've said a million times before, we're not trying to be the leaders of anything. We're just trying to stand united with everybody else. We're no different here at the United Stand. And we appreciate that there are millions of United fans. We have over 1 million subscribers, and there's so many of you who could not get here today. And we just did not want you guys to be able to miss out on that. And it'll be the same thing next week against Liverpool, which will probably be even crazier than this. However, our commitment to kind of bring you guys in as fans and to stay with that is what we want to see, and that is what we won't stop doing. Yes, how you doing, man? So yeah, all right, Beth is here. I'm just getting her now. Good. Right, listen, I've got an AirPod in, so you got to maybe project your voice a little bit.
Right, okay.
We were looking for you. I thought you was going to be on top of there.
No, I was on the other side. I was in the mix with everyone.
How have you found it today, man? Like, you know, there's a lot of talk about today, what it would be like. It's another one next week, but how are you feeling about it or not?
To be honest, it's considering it's not the one that people have organised next week. It's good to see how many people have turned out and shown that the voices can be heard. I mean, everyone in the crowd, the way that they're saying it, I think that it's time that we show now that we don't want the Glazers in the club, and that's what we got to do. We got to keep doing it until they're gone.
Yeah, and you know what? Seeing everyone be the word united, like, do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
From other football fans to our fans as well.
Yeah.
How important is it to keep that? Because you know that once football starts back again, the fans are back. Do you reckon out of sight, out of mind, or how important is it to keep going?
Exactly. If there's toxicity in the fan base and people are divided and people start going to the games, they love the football, they love watching it, so people start to forget. But now, when we're in the pandemic and the Super League has just happened, and this is what everyone's feeling, people need to hold on to how they're feeling now and keep the message going. On Twitter, there's loads of things going around on Twitter. Glazers out's trending. I mean, the amount of police are here today shows how known it is that the supporters.
And they've actually stayed away as well. I'm just getting in my ear that the sound's not great. It's going to go towards this wall here.
Okay.
What I was going to say is, the ball's going to hit your head. What I was going to say is the fact you talk about the police there. How good is it that they've kind of see how far away they are? Yeah, exactly. They've stayed along the sides. The stewards have stayed along the side. They've let the fans have their say.
It's because I'm good, thank you. It's because everyone here has the right to have their voice heard. At the end of the day, we are all United fans. The fans are priority of the club. Fans should have a say. That 50+1% thing should be acknowledged, and it should go through, I think, in this country. People say the clubs are big, it couldn't happen in this country. Why can't it happen? If it's happening in Germany, why can't that happen? And today, all of the things that's going on, the amount of broadcasting it gets, it shows that all the fans united are better than a billionaire who wants to just put his money into a competition. It's not even a competition.
That was the point of it, wasn't it? Yeah.
Taking away everything that can be football. I mean, all the old chants, the Busby Babes, everything's going on here. I bet the Glazers don't even know what that is.
No.
Do you know what I mean? And Do you know what? That's why the police are all far away, because that we should have this chance.
One of us are going to get hit by that ball in a minute.
I literally was going to header it before.
Yeah, I can see. If you see it, just make sure you tell me. Don't, yeah? All right. It's gone now.
All the heads feel
It's gone now. Yeah, it's because it's getting a bit louder here.
Next week, I think it's going to be even bigger. So that needs to happen, and it just needs to keep on going. When the fans come back into the ground, they need to make their voices heard in the crowd as well. I think everyone here would want to do that as well.
What do you think the club's thinking about this? You know, there's probably people at work in there now, and they're seeing it, or they definitely would have seen it on social media or whatever. What do you think that they're thinking?
Probably not bothered. I mean, it's happened before, hasn't it? All of this has happened before. Maybe not to the extent that it's going to happen this time. But we've wanted the Glazers out for 16 years and they've not done anything about it. They're happy to collect their money because at the end of the day, I was on the radio today and they were saying it is a money-making scheme for them. They're not bothered about any of us. They just, it's on my thing. They're not bothered about, it's on my thing. They're not bothered about any of us. They just want to make money. So, I mean, they're seeing stuff like this. Maybe they'll consider it. Maybe they'll think it's too far gone now. Because I do think that the Super League is a line that has been crossed. It has been crossed, and I don't think the fans are going to forget about it.
Are you worried? They won't forget, you're right, but are you worried that there's something else coming?
Probably, yeah.
Because you look at what UEFA were proposing.
I mean, the thing is, you don't know what's true and what's not. People are saying that because he didn't agree with it. I personally don't think that's the case. I think he was probably one of the people pushing it from what we've known about him and what he's done with the club since he's been here. And you just don't know what the truth is. There's news reports saying that one of the big six clubs are looking to sell up. That could be us, we don't know, because we know a few people that it's not. We know Kroenke's not going to do that. But I think when they look at all of this, they've got to realise that a line has been crossed. And I think, I don't know if they can come back from this, I really don't. And in order to get them out of this club, this needs to be happening on a very, very regular basis. And you know what? No pundits ever come out.
I'm going to go over here because saying the sound's not great. It is quite windy here, guys. So I know we're live, but you got. It's almost like you've got to shout a bit, but the wind, even here now, the wind's not great.
Well,
so
I'm
just bear with
saying
us.
that no pundit has ever come out against the Glazers before properly, and now we've seen the likes of Gary Neville, who's a massive personality for United. He's a United fan. He's played for the club. And he's now come out against the Glazers. That's never happened before. So things are starting to happen now that hasn't happened before for them. And the best thing that they could do, they wrote this, I was going to swear, can I swear?
Yeah, swear,
they wrote a bullshit apology on the, which was PR wrote, and I actually tweeted that. I said, if you want to apologise to the fans in any way, sell the club. We're sick of them. And you know what? Saying you've got no money, that's why you're going into the Super League. You take out dividends every single year. It's bullshit, honestly, it's bullshit. And I just hope that this keeps happening, and I mean, the Glazers finally get out of our club. I feel like if this does keep happening the way it's going, people need to do it every week. Next week, I think it's going to be massive on the Liverpool game. I mean, all the players are going to be going into the ground. Then I think the message will be getting heard. Whether it's enough to make them say goodbye to billions of pounds, I don't know. But
We have to be there.
I want an owner that's going to, if that 50 plus 1% rule comes in and the other half is by an owner, I want an owner who cares about the fans, cares about football. Because if someone like me or you were billionaires and we bought the football club, you would be making money, but you care about football. So
that would be the first thing, yeah.
And that's the first thing to do. And I'm not saying in summer you've got to spend loads of money. That's not what we're saying. But we're saying start earlier than now. Start in January, February. Start scouting people from then. Getting people on the cheap. The way that we used to scout people and get people from different clubs and not spend the money that we're spending. I mean, people that come through the academy, you don't have to spend loads of money to get signings. That's not what we're asking. We're just asking for the owners to put money into the scouting system to be able to get players through. And do you know, like Leicester, for example, what a scouting system they have.
And when you run a club properly, you look at the training facilities they've got. They look at how the infrastructure of the club is. Why? Because the owners have the fundamentals of the club at their heart, and they're from overseas. Exactly. So we're not saying that just because you're from overseas it means you can't be a good owner. No. Because they've shown that that's not the case. It's just the type of owners that we have.
Do you know what as well? What's happened? Leicester, they came up from relegation, ended up winning the league. What a great thing for football that was. And since they've won that league, they've always been a good club, but since they've won that league, they've invested the money into the training facilities, the players, the atmosphere around the ground so well. And do you know what? We're a bigger club than that. Why can't we do something like that? Because the first thing that the Glazers thinks to do is spend money on stuff that's going to profit them, not on what's good for the football club. But you know what? If ultimately you did put your money into the football club and spend it on winning titles, not just getting to the top 4, you're going to get more money anyway in the end. I think it's just short-term money from the Champions League. That's all they're bothered about.
100%, just to keep lining the pockets, lining the pockets. Last thing I want to ask you, Beth, is I know there's a lot of people who couldn't make it here today.
Yeah,
Because, you know, there's thousands watching us live, and there's millions around the world.
People in London, people everywhere that
But
can't
as
go here
100%, that's something. People have come from all over. Have you felt safe today? Have you felt welcomed? Have you felt like it was any tension? How have you felt being here today?
I felt absolutely fine. I feel like everybody is united in this thing today. When I came in, there's a few people saying, "Oh, Beth, like seeing you on YouTube and stuff like that." And there's also people talking about what needs to happen. There's people uniting together. I mean, I know there's divides in the fan base. There always has been. But today you've not seen any of that. You've seen people coming together and fighting for the same thing that everyone wants to fight for, which is for the Glazers out. I've not felt threatened. I've not felt anything against me whatsoever today. It's been an enjoyable experience to see all the fans come together and fight for what they want, which is ultimately they don't want the Glazers in the club. Ed Woodward's gone. Next, it's time for them.
Actually, well, on that, what was your reaction? Actually, I haven't spoken to you since then. You know, when that news was coming through that he's gone, well, he's going to leave in the summer instead of at the end of the year. But the fact that he is going to leave, what was your thoughts? Because a lot of people, we were all happy, but then a lot of people were like, actually, but what next then? Who are they going to put in?
I cracked a bottle of champagne. That's how happy I was. I was literally there like, sack it. Ed Woodward is. I've wanted him out of the club since he's been in the club. I think he's a parasite to the club. The things that he's done, he doesn't know football. When he sits there in the crowd on TV with his mask on, I look at him and I think, get out of my club. So I'm happy he's gone. Whether they're going to actually employ someone good enough to come in and do the job, I don't know. Everyone's calling for Edwin van der Sar to come. But are they going to want someone who's going to place their what they want and put the football club first? I think they're going to want someone who's already been in the club or at a lower league team that they can manipulate to be like Ed Woodward was.
Because if it's under the Glazers say so, it's a difficult regime to work under, isn't it?
Exactly, because ultimately the Glazers are the ones that run the club. They're at fault for everything that's happened with us, running the club into the ground. You've seen the pictures online, how they've destroyed the club over the last 16 years. We can still get it back, but ultimately they're the ones to blame for everything, and who they put in charge is up to them. Ed Woodward, an absolute parasite, but they put him in charge. And now they've got the decision to
Can we trust somebody else?
Someone else in charge. Yeah. And I don't know. I think they're going to just choose someone who's the same as Ed Woodward was, their puppet. And I hope not. I hope that they can use this, if they do stay at the club, to change the way that it's been, employ someone who's going to do good for the club and actually make the right decisions, not just based on money. I understand it is about making money, but you've got to find a balance in that. I hope they can do that. But like we saw with the director of football, I mean, they just employed someone in the club that they could manipulate again, and that's probably going to happen again.
Yeah, listen, we're wrapping up in a couple of minutes there. I think they're going bonkers in the middle there. We're going to go over to there. Exactly, so we're just going to go over to there and bring you guys these scenes here. They seem to just be, I don't know, someone's probably doing a mosh pit in the middle of that. Josh, if you just want to pan into over there. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like everyone's run there like, I don't know, like Gary Neville's in the middle of it. So.
Yeah, it's not there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So we're just wrapping up here, guys. We're still live here at Old Trafford, and everyone's having their say in the right way. And we're just going to give you these closing scenes here, as you guys can see, as this protest comes to an end, and it's been done in the right way. That's how it's been. It's been absolutely brilliant. And hopefully you guys can hear the fans singing. Hey there, man, you're right there. Rory, can you hear those singing? Okay, that's fine. United Road rings out as the protest comes to the end. They've just stopped singing it now. And the fans are just making their feelings heard as the last bit of the protest takes part. And I've been so proud to be here today. It's going to be even bigger next week, but the fact that everyone's here in the right spirits has been absolutely brilliant. As you can see, with the guys and probably girls in there as well, which I can't see at the minute, but they're all there having their say. They're all having their say, which is brilliant. Oh, she was lucky. Yeah, we're just going to pan out and come outwards so that I can wrap up and you guys see. The ball's up in the air, and just as we close up, guys, we're just going to come round this way. What can I say? I mean, when these things happen, you're never quite sure how it's going to go. And you know what? I think every single Manchester United fan can hold their heads high and proud and say, you know, we came and done our bit. Like what Ricky said, everyone here who's come here today has done their bit. I don't care whether you're watching from India. I don't care whether it's the other side of the world in Australia, Russia, Asia, wherever it is, it doesn't matter. If you're a Manchester United fan, actually forget that. Someone's going to get hit by this ball. Forget that. If you're a football fan, this is what it's about. And the lads are actually playing football here now as well. I don't know if you can see. It's actually quite funny. Yes, how you doing? We're live on United Stand right now, guys, so tell them what you think about today. There you go. Big up. Nice one. Peace. Yes, boys. So as we close up here, guys, there it is. As we're closing up here with the fans here today, Droid, can you still hear me? Yeah. So we're closing out. Look, these guys have come. Guys, on a serious note, yeah. How well do you think everyone's done today, coming out and having this? Next week again, we're going again, stronger, harder. Yeah, and that's it. And you know what? Like I say again, the authorities and the police, you've done well to just stay behind, stay on the sides, and let the fans have their say. We've got thousands of people watching live, right? Like you said, we want our club back. We're not going to stop until we do. But if you're watching around the world and you couldn't be here today, you're just as much as part of this as this as well. So we are out of here, guys, and we'll see you guys very, very soon. And we go again. We got Leeds tomorrow as well. Leeds tomorrow. Yeah. We're out of it. Take care.
Donc ça c'est très porteur d'espoir. À l'intérieur du système, il y a des gens qui sont en train de le transformer. Parce que si toi et moi on est là aujourd'hui, pendant ce temps il y en a plein d'autres partout en France et dans toutes les strates de la société qui est en train de se dire il faut que ça change. Donc moi je pense que cette crise elle est un révélateur de tout ce qu'il n'y avait pas. Elle est comme une apocalypse en fait.
Depuis un an, le Covid.
La révélation. Ça révèle qu'on a une crise sanitaire, une crise financière, une crise démocratique, une crise de l'école, une crise de l'art, de la beauté, une crise de la créativité. On a une crise dans tous les champs de notre société en fait. Et ça y est, ça veut dire quoi? C'est-à-dire qu'il faut qu'on se resanitarise, qu'on reprenne soin de notre santé, et que ce ne soit pas des multinationales qui nous vendent des saloperies et nous rendent malades à l'infini. Une crise démocratique, ça veut dire qu'il faut qu'on redémocratise, qu'on prenne le pouvoir, qu'on se repolitise en fait. Même si on n'a pas envie, il n'y a personne qui a envie d'aller en politique, c'est chiant. Il faut y aller en fait. C'est une crise financière, il faut qu'on se refinanciarise, qu'on se remonétarise, qu'on réfléchisse au système monétaire, au système financier, et qu'on sorte de ce système-là. C'est une crise de l'école, il faut qu'on crée des écoles différentes. En fait voilà, il n'y a plus qu'à bosser quoi. C'est plutôt joyeux parce que tous les talents vont être mis à contribution et au sein de tous ces secteurs dont j'ai parlé, il y a des gens qui veulent faire autre chose. Donc ça y est, c'est le moment qu'ils y aillent, la porte est ouverte. Il faut s'impliquer.
Et j'allais dire, maintenant, on va aller aujourd'hui, on est plusieurs centaines, on va voir nombreux du monde, sans masque, tout ça. Surtout, voilà, la débrouillance.
À tous les gens qui nous regardent, sur le carnaval de Marseille, où il y avait beaucoup plus de monde que ça, et encore plus serré, il n'y a eu aucun cluster à l'IHU. Voilà. Donc, tous les médias qui disent vous mettez les autres en danger, vous êtes coupables, etc. Tous les gens dans la rue qui font vous n'avez pas le masque, vous êtes coupables, etc. Non, souvenez-vous, toutes les datas scientifiques disent dans la rue le masque ne sert à rien. Ça veut pas dire que le masque ne sert jamais à rien. À l'hôpital, j'ai même mon masque, je travaille avec quand je suis avec des gens qui ont le Covid, etc. C'est-à-dire que pour les gens qui sont avec des facteurs de risque, peut-être que quand ils sont en milieu clos, mettre un FFP2, etc. C'est ok pour les gens qui ont peur. Mais par contre, qu'ils n'aillent pas emmerder les autres. Ça, je crois que c'est la clé de cette crise. Chacun fait ce qu'il veut, mais qu'il n'aille pas emmerder les autres. Je crois qu'on nous oblige après la sanitaire et tout ça. Vous avez ? Ouais, ça va. Merci, c'est gentil.
Il faut sortir de l'emprise des tyranno-macromaniaques. Moi j'ai trouvé cette expression qui va bien.
De faire quoi, de
tyranno-macromaniaques?
Ouais. Moi j'avais dit les Khmers blancs sanitaristes.
Je vais vous parler en comique parce que j'étais au Cambodge en 96.
Ouais.
Donc à vous parler de Khmer.
On est dans un moment de déferlement totalitaire.
Et j'ai traversé entre la frontière cambodgienne et vietnamienne à pied. alors qu'on m'a dit, mais t'es pas faux, je circulais dans Phnom Penh le matin, à 4h du matin, il n'y avait pas un couvre-feu légal. Mais Phnom Penh en 96, il n'y avait pas beaucoup de monde qui avait envie d'y marcher. Quoi.
Non, mais il y a l'humanité à ces moments-là de folie, quoi.
Oui. Tyranno, Macromania, je trouve
ça se raidit de toutes parts, parce que c'est en train de partir en hybride, en fait. C'est en train de s'effilocher de partout. Et donc, les gens se raidissent en disant, c'est en interdisant, c'est en contraignant, on va rester ensemble. Mais non, c'est pas comme ça, en fait. C'est en aspirant à quelque chose de positif ensemble qu'on reste ensemble. C'est ça la vraie clé. Donc aujourd'hui, c'est ça qu'on donne aussi, c'est de l'espoir. C'est l'idée d'aspirer à un monde meilleur, tous ensemble. Ça a une force inarrêtable. Beaucoup plus que de mettre des barrières, des murs, des contraintes, des couvre-feux, des masques, etc.
Ouais, pour les masques, tous les enfants à 6 ans, mettre les masques là.
Les gens doivent dire non, en fait. Les masques pour les enfants, c'est une imposture, c'est une perversion en fait. Ça consiste à serrer la vis à des gens qui sont ni malades, voilà, les enfants ils ont la maladie, en général bénigne. Ceux qui font une maladie grave chez les enfants, c'est des enfants qui ont des facteurs de risque très importants, qui ont déjà des maladies chroniques. Les enfants ils sont très peu vecteurs, ils transmettent très peu la maladie. Quand on leur met sur le doigt, tu risques de tuer mamie, etc. C'est juste dégueulasse. Il n'y a personne qui est responsable d'une maladie. Et donc il faut laisser les enfants tranquilles, c'est hyper important, c'est-à-dire que les parents doivent se réveiller et structurer un non, en fait juste c'est non. Et ça c'est dans la voie de la non-violence, c'est juste à un moment dire ça s'arrête là en fait.
Mais le problème c'est qu'il y a trop de parents aujourd'hui qui mettent le masque aux enfants parce que quelque part ils ont l'obligation, s'ils retirent l'enfant de l'école, on a eu plein d'exemples de mamans notamment dont les enfants sont retirés et placés abusivement à l'aide sociale à l'enfance parce qu'elles refusent que leur enfant porte le masque, etc.
Ça doit vous dire quelque chose. C'est que tout seul, vous êtes insignifiant.
C'est ça.
Tout seul, vous n'avez aucun pouvoir. Voilà. Tout seul, vous êtes écrabouillé sous la botte des SS au pouvoir. Et donc, il faut se mettre à plusieurs. Il faut se grouper, il faut se réunir. C'est la clé. Moi, la seule chose que j'ai faite au départ, c'est de crier à l'aide.
Voilà, c'est ça.
Et voilà, les gens doivent crier à l'aide et on doit s'entraider.
Gandhi a dit non aux Anglais, là, tout seul.
Ouais, il n'était pas tout seul, il y avait tous les Anglais derrière, quoi. Tous les Indiens derrière.
Ouais, oui, c'est pas lui qui a lancé le mouvement Gandhi.
Je sais pas, regardez.
Moi j'ai vu ce film quand j'avais 14 ans et j'ai trouvé ça magnifique. Et dès que je suis rentré à l'école et que le prof a commencé à me faire des trucs avec, j'ai dit merci pour Gandhi parce que là je te dis non.
Ça. Voilà. Ça. Le non est extrêmement puissant en fait. On le connaît en anesthésie quand on dit à un chirurgien non, c'est non, on va pas opérer ce malade parce qu'il a mangé, je sais pas. C'est juste personne ne peut rien faire contre un non. Par contre, il faut être capable d'assumer le non. Assumer le non, ça veut dire ok, peut-être qu'il va falloir changer d'école. Ouais, peut-être qu'il va falloir changer de système monétaire. Ouais, peut-être qu'il va falloir changer de système politique. Mais en fait, tant mieux. S'ils étaient vermoulus de A jusqu'à Z, c'est des systèmes vérolés. Donc en fait, les gens ne doivent pas avoir peur de dire non. Oui. Parce qu'en fait, ça les amène à autre chose. Si vous dites non, là, à la grande distribution, et à vous faire manger de la merde toute la journée, vous ouvrez le possible de manger mieux, sain, bio, local.
Là, vous aviez Corinne Bouger à l'époque, c'est une initiative magnifique agroalimentaire. Ils ont fait un match Corinne Bouger avec ses livres. Et je pense que les gens devraient suivre un petit peu ce qu'elle dit parce que ce qu'on mange, c'est abominable.
Ouais.
Moi, je vous chance.
Ouais, on va plus souhaiter bon appétit, on va se souhaiter bonne chance. Pierre Rabhi.
Ouais, je pense,
Mais c'est aussi par notre exemple, en faisant ce qu'on fait aujourd'hui, qu'on peut donner aussi le signal et faire passer le message à des gens qui seraient hésitants, que en fait, ça ne risque rien.
Ouais, puis c'est ça le cœur de la vie en fait. C'est pas être tout seul à boire des bières devant un match de foot, quoi. C'est être avec les copains. C'est être avec les copains au stade, quoi. Et c'est ça qui est sympa. Et en fait, c'est ça la vie, c'est être avec les autres. Pas contre les autres, pas juste à côté des autres, pas sans les autres. C'est être avec les autres. Et on a besoin, on est des animaux sociaux en fait, on est des animaux politiques, on est des animaux de liens, d'amour en fait. Et ça, on redécouvre aujourd'hui, mais c'est pas nouveau en fait.
Moi, la moitié de ma résidence,
il peut y avoir du conflit, c'est pas grave, il va y avoir du conflit. Dans tous les collectifs, il va y avoir du conflit. Mais le conflit, c'est une chance, il nous aide à nous affiner justement, à nous ajuster. Là, au sein de l'Info Covid, le conflit, on en a en fait, et c'est compliqué. Il y a des fois, on ne sait pas trop comment faire et tout ça. Et la seule chose dont on se souvient, c'est qu'il faut traverser le conflit. Il ne faut pas essayer de le mettre sous le tapis, il ne faut pas essayer de le planter. Il faut le traverser et se transformer au passage. Et tout le collectif se change et chacun se change à travers le conflit. Là, ce conflit, il ne faut pas l'éviter. Il ne faut pas faire semblant que ça n'existe pas. Les gens aujourd'hui, ils font semblant qu'il n'y a pas un conflit avec le pouvoir.
C'est vrai.
Il n'y a pas un conflit sur cette crise. Ils font comme si ça n'existait pas. Et si ça existe en fait, c'est là pour nous transformer.
Il y en a beaucoup qui ont peur aussi.
Ouais, il y a beaucoup qui sont
Moi, dans ma
terrorisés.
résidence, la moitié sont vaccinés.
Ils ont
Avant,
peur.
ils étaient speed et tout, maintenant ils marchent comme des robots.
Alors moi j'ai trouvé une définition liquide anonyme de substance inconnue.
Oui, voilà.
Si vous écoutez Alexandra Orion-Code, qui fait un travail remarquable, qui explique pourquoi ça peut pas s'appeler vaccin, parce que je ne veux pas dire de conneries, mais on n'est pas en phase 6. Ce qu'ils appellent le vaccin, si j'ai une connerie, corrigez-moi, mais je pense que c'est nous les cobayes.
Oui, on est toujours dans un essai de phase 3, effectivement.
Voilà, c'est ça, on est en
l'Agence
phase 3.
européenne du médicament.
Écoutez Alexandra Orion-Code.
Oui, effectivement, c'est toujours expérimental. Et c'est pas une bonne stratégie en fait dans le coronavirus. Ça ne veut pas dire que les vaccins servent à rien, c'est pas mon discours. Ça veut dire qu'il y a un outil comme un autre en fait. Et avec cet outil-là, il faut être prudent. Il faut être prudent parce qu'on n'a pas le recul suffisant. On n'a pas expérimenté suffisamment. On est toujours dans vos essais. Donc les gens, on leur raconte monts et merveilles en disant c'est grâce à ça que vous allez être libre. Mais il n'y a pas de lien entre la liberté et le vaccin. Il n'y a pas de lien, il faut séparer ça. Là, c'est l'hypnose. On a créé le lien en vous disant c'est très grave, on va tous mourir, il n'y a pas de solution, le gouvernement est dépassé, on n'a pas de masque, on n'a pas de traitement. Ouais, on n'a pas de traitement. La seule solution, c'est le vaccin. Votre cerveau, qu'est-ce qu'il a fait? Il a dit c'est très grave, le vaccin. Et en fait, ça, c'est ce qu'on appelle de l'hypnose. Nous, on en fait au bloc opératoire. Ce que fait Mesmer aussi, les hypnotiseurs. Mais c'est pas vrai, en fait. Mais la réalité, c'est qu'il y a plein de choses qu'on ne fait pas. Aujourd'hui, les traitements contre le Covid ne sont pas mis en place. Aujourd'hui, les filières de soins pour soigner les patients ne sont pas en place. On dit aux gens, ouais, paracétamol, bonne chance, on se revoit dans 2 semaines quand vous étouffez chez des gens qui sont avec des facteurs de risque. C'est pas correct en fait. Normalement, on doit donner un traitement à ces gens-là. Il y a plein de traitements utiles. Voilà, il y en a 3 sur lesquels on est tous d'accord, hein, c'est l'anti-Covid, l'oxygène et les anticoagulants. Et puis il y en a plein d'autres antiviraux sur lesquels on commence à être vraiment assez nombreux à être d'accord. Il n'y a que ceux qui ne veulent pas voir qui ne voient pas. Mais l'hydroxychloroquine, le Citromax, regardez la mortalité de l'IHU, la létalité de l'IHU à Marseille versus le reste de Marseille. Il n'y a pas photo en fait, hein. Ils sont à 0,4 quand Marseille est à 2,3. Quand est-ce qu'on l'ouvre ce dossier? Quand est-ce qu'on en discute en fait? Enfin, quand est-ce qu'on met en place le fait que les gens sont suivis à domicile après avoir eu un traitement, qu'ils restent à domicile, on leur prend la SAT, on leur fait des anticoagulants, on leur donne le Citromax, le zinc, les vermectine, la vitamine D, la vitamine C. Et là vous avez tout plein de gens qui vont aller très bien. Là pour le moment, on s'en occupe pas. C'est pas ça soigner les gens.
Mais ils veulent pas que les gens aillent bien.
Non, ils veulent pas parce qu'ils veulent fourguer absolument le vaccin.
Ils veulent Jean-Jean Way 1984.
Ils veulent fourguer le vaccin pour des raisons financières et pour des raisons pas claires de démocratie. Que en gros le phase vaccinal, vous avez bien compris qu'en gros c'est restreindre vos libertés et faire de vous souvenir de êtres. Donc ça veut dire en gros faire de vous du bétail où le gardien du troupeau va dire à telle heure vous avez le droit d'aller bouffer, à telle heure vous avez le droit d'aller à telle heure vous avez le droit de voyager. Et c'est pas ça la société.
Pierre Séverac dénonçait déjà tout ça dans les conférences en 2012 avec le complot mondial contre la santé et guerre secrète contre les peuples, des bouquins qu'elle avait écrits.
Ouais, je ne connais pas, je n'ai pas lu.
Mais à l'occasion, mais on va pas tout connaître, mais à l'occasion, si vous cherchez Claire Séverac, vous allez, je pense que ça va vous éclairer. C'est génial.
Merci beaucoup.
Oui, merci. Aujourd'hui même, les médias, il n'y a que les indépendants, les autres médias, ils ne sont pas là aussi. Il n'y en a pas un, ils n'existent pas.
Leur monde va s'effondrer en fait, c'est plus que du carton-pâte, c'est que du plastique et du béton et des choses fausses. Donc le monde des médias va s'effondrer. Et je peux vous dire une chose, c'est que moi, à force de discuter avec des journalistes, ils en ont marre de ce système. Ils en sont parfaitement conscients pour une. Comme nous dans la société en fait, c'est la même proportion. Peut-être 10% des gens, 10% et c'est vrai dans toutes les classes.
Você pode entrar aqui, eu já entrei, ó. Rede Soberania, mostra pro cara, ó. Esse celularzinho simples aqui. Rede Soberania tá aqui ao vivo, ó. Então eu vou na Rede Soberania, é isso? É. E aí eu boto compartilhar aqui, ó. Onde é que tá compartilhar?
Clica em cima ali dela. Ali, ó, lá embaixo, compartilhar.
Compartilhar. Opa, errei.
Compartilhou?
Compartilhei. Gente, tô compartilhando agora. Fugiu do entrevistado. Chiru! Direto do MST, liderança, chega aí, dá uma fala sobre qual é a tua participação nessa ação. Enquanto eu estou compartilhando aqui, não estou conseguindo. Deixa eu ver aqui. A tua participação nessa ação e essa força que é o MST para os movimentos comunitários agora.
Chegou mais cafezinho aqui que uma vizinha
doou. É um movimento que nasce a partir da solidariedade dos trabalhadores do campo, né? E também muita ajuda desde a igreja, né? Desde sempre. Então, você vê que é uma tarefa nossa contribuir, sobretudo, com a nossa produção de alimentos. Então, por isso que a gente contribui com as cozinhas e com as doações dos nossos produtos da reforma agrária. São produtos produzidos por trabalhadores e trabalhadoras, entendendo que essa é a missão, né, dos camponeses, que é produzir alimento e também solidarizar-se aos trabalhadores urbanos.
Isso aí, valeu, Chiru. E aí, Leandro, quem vai agora?
Bom, a gente, por enquanto, já está acontecendo um outro atendimento ali, entendeu? Então a coisa é séria. Nós vamos falar agora com uma das lideranças comunitárias também, que é o Fabiano. Fabiano, vem cá contar como é que está a União de Vilas, a tua participação na Grande Cruzeiro, certo? Qual é o teu principal papel, a que veio e por que veio? Você é ao vivo para o mundo todo.
Eu agradeço a deferência, mas eu sou mais um militante comunitário do que provavelmente alguma liderança, que a gente tem vários aqui que fazem um belo trabalho. Na verdade, a ideia é só de alguma maneira a gente contribuir aqui, né? A iniciativa de todas essas organizações que estão envolvidas aqui é fundamental no momento de fome que as nossas comunidades estão passando e nada mais triste do que a pessoa sentar numa mesa e não ter um alimento no prato, né? Então acho que todo esse trabalho aqui, as lideranças, as entidades envolvidas estão de parabéns. Porque é isso, é uma comunhão de força para tentar amenizar os impactos dessa pandemia. Né? Acho que é isso, cara.
Valeu, Fabiano. É isso aí, ouvindo o Fabiano.
Fala, gente. Olha, muito... Eu também estou sem vergonha. Muito especial aqui. Qual é o teu nome?
Denner.
Ó, o Denner, através das ações que a gente faz na terça-feira com o Rogério Daló e com a turma do Fome Tem Pressa, Rede Soberania, a gente tem conhecido pessoas de vários cantos aqui da nossa grande Vila Cruzeiro. E uma das pessoas que a gente conheceu é o
Denner.
O Denner, através da entrega de marmita, morador de rua há mais ou menos 5 anos. Denner, como é que tu sentiu dessa ação? Quando a gente foi pela primeira vez na terça lá fazer a entrega, a gente trocou ideia, como é que tu sentiu isso? O que tu tá achando desse processo aqui hoje todo?
Estou achando bom, uma oportunidade para a gente conhecer pessoas novas, mudar de vida, né? Ter oportunidade na vida, não pode deixar passar também. E é uma ajuda que é sempre bem-vinda, né? Então é isso. Só temos a agradecer, né? Pessoas assim como vocês, que existe mais, né? Coisa que não tem.
Quantos anos tu mora na rua já?
5 anos já.
Por que tu foi parar na rua?
Discussão de família, não dá certo,
Sua família. Então, ali é o que? Eu vi que é uma obra, é uma rua, vocês
é uma montaram... rua, construção. Antes tinha a casa ali. Agora, como estão fazendo ali, o viaduto ali, daí a gente tá passando semana que vem.
A minha outra amiga também aqui, como é que é o nome dela? A gente tá se conhecendo agora. Fernanda, vem cá. Fernanda tá toda gata aqui, vem cá. Ela também é moradora, certo, de rua, recebe as nossas marmitas da terça e foi convidada hoje para vir aqui fazer essa participação com a gente aí nessa ação, né? Nós por nós. Fala aí, gato, o que tu quiser falar. Ali, tá pro mundo todo.
Vocês acham que dá pra misturar um mini maiazinho aqui agora? Então vamos misturar, Salete.
Fala aí, tá sem voz? O que tu falou? Vocês produzindo nosso, ninguém?
Semana que vem vai ter um mutirão no prédio ali atrás. Esse prédio aqui...
Tu mora faz quanto tempo lá já?
Prédio de maior.
5 anos. Como é que é morar na rua? 5 anos é a maior dificuldade de morar na rua. Agora falando sério mesmo.
Visibilidade, muito preconceito.
Explica, visibilidade. Mas a pessoa mora na rua porque a pessoa não tem em casa, né? E por que tu acha que vem esse preconceito assim?
Só questão de estar na rua, né? Tá reciclando, tá, né? Fazendo serviço, então é...
Como é que tu come lá, assim, comida?
Doação de vocês, coisa que doação. Eu ganho, a gente compra, né? Porque a gente recicla.
E tu me falou que tu cozinha lá também, né?
Claro, cozinha com álcool, né?
Então você precisa de cesta básica lá também?
Cesta básica, claro. Toda ajuda é bem-vinda, que a gente fala, né?
Como é que é o fogo lá?
Com álcool. A gente faz uma latinha com álcool ou senão a gente faz a madeira mesmo.
Álcool de posto?
Álcool, né?
Panela tem?
Panela tem uma.
Uma só?
A gente faz o resto da
cozinha na lata. E quem é que ensina essa culinária de rua?
O cara aprende, né? Tem que se virar, né? A vida é que ensina.
Mano, a gente vai continuar indo lá nas terça-feiras, viu? E mais que continuar indo lá entregando marmita, a gente vai continuar convidando vocês para participar da ação.
Mas claro,
a gente convidou, hoje vieram 2, né? Que vocês consigam passar para eles lá o que foi esse momento. Né? Que a gente veio aqui, fizemos a comida que vocês recebem lá, hoje a gente está fazendo junto. Bom, então esse é o grande
ter mais oportunidade.
Isso, não só entregar a comida, porque entregar comida e água é coisa para cachorro. Então a gente tenta fazer mais que isso, é construir, né?
Construir a dignidade, né, Leandro? Reconstruir.
Ronaldo!
Isso aí, valeu, pessoal.
Aí, Ronaldo!
Vou botar a TV pra vocês.
Aqui o panelão, ó, quase pronto já.
Pessoal vivo. Fala, Raquel, posso fazer uma musiquinha?
Pode, peraí.
Musiquinha agora ao vivo pra vocês a live. O que vocês querem ouvir? Fala, Leandro. Antes da musiquinha, você aqui agora, a gente entrevistou o pessoal que está na advocacia ali, certo? Jurídico. O pessoal de rua deu um baita depoimento que não é, que agora eles entendem o processo, que não é só receber comida, é da onde sai e a organização que faz essa comida. Então hoje tem aqui MST, tem o pessoal da comunidade, tem o pessoal que mora na rua, na comunidade, dentro e fora de casa, e lideranças aqui da vila. Então o Ronaldo vai dar uma fala aí, né, já um velho conhecido de vocês, sobre essa ação.
Gente, é o seguinte, a gente está muito feliz de estar podendo fazer isso aqui não resolve a vida de ninguém, né? É só um pratinho de comida hoje aqui que nem a Santa Ceia, só dividir o pão e tal, dar uma alegria pro pessoal. Falando nisso, tem pão lá, tem que cortar o pão. E a gente está aqui hoje trazendo a comunidade para cá, atendimento de advogado e tal. Isso aqui é mais para fazer um barulho, para ocupar esse espaço aqui que nós temos que dar uso social. É um colégio que está fechado há anos. Então nós pedimos para vocês a divulgação nas redes, compartilhem, peguem essa live depois, compartilhem com os amigos, ajuda a gente. Também quem puder contribuir financeiramente é muito importante, porque isso aqui a gente precisa de dinheiro para comprar arroz, para comprar óleo, para botar gasolina, para se mexer. A Carol depois vai colocar, nós vamos colocar o Pix aí nos comentários, né, Carol? Eu não sei como é que a gente faz. Nós temos aqui hoje, como vocês veem, movimento social, liderança comunitária, morador de rua, gente avulsa que veio ajudar. A tua contribuição de casa é tão importante quanto, cada um do seu lugar contribuindo de acordo com as condições que tem. É muito importante. A gente não é o governo, a gente não vai salvar o mundo, mas a gente precisa amenizar o problema, organizar as pessoas para poder enfrentar o problema de frente, porque de barriga vazia ninguém consegue pensar. Esse é o problema. Com a barriga vazia as pessoas não pensam, não tem como organizar. Não é passando fome que o povo vai se organizar. Não é o povo passando fome, passando trabalho que vai se organizar. Então é nosso papel, daqueles que têm compromisso com a vida, com a liberdade, com a democracia, contribuir da maneira que pode. Nós ajudando com comida, com o dinheiro que tu vai doar, nós compramos cesta básica para as lideranças, para as famílias, e essas pessoas vão se juntar com nós, para nós fazer a luta, para nós enfrentar o inimigo de verdade. Então isso aqui não é caridade, isso aqui é solidariedade e organização. Caridade quem faz é aquele que só quer tirar a culpa de cima das suas costas. Nós fazemos isso aqui para se organizar e para ajudar as pessoas a pensar sobre a própria realidade. Ajude, por favor. Vamos colocar o Pix aí nos comentários.
Isso aí, valeu, Ronaldo. É isso aí. Aqui é solidariedade ativa no meio da periferia. Agora vamos ouvir o Leandro, música ao vivo. Porque não só de...
Com saudade de mentir, tristeza eu vou viver aquele adeus. Não pude dar, você matou a minha vida. Viveu, morreu a minha história. Chegou a ter medo de fugir da solidão. Quem apoia? Alô, Nath! Gostava tanto de você. Gostava tanto de você. Eu gostava tanto de você. Eu não fui de pé na sombra e sonhei de se passar. Na parede do meu quarto ainda está. Apareça a produção. Devo não lembrar. Você tem que mudar. Vou qualquer que não existe, pessoal.
Gente, eu vou chamar aqui um cara para falar do que vai ser o nosso 1º de maio aqui, sabe? 1º de maio, dia do trabalhador. Dá um depoimento aqui, Chiru. O que nós estamos pensando aí, os movimentos sociais e as centrais?
Então, 1º de maio agora a gente está se organizando enquanto movimentos centrais, em todo o estado para fazer uma grande mobilização, sobretudo com base na solidariedade ativa. Então vamos estar fazendo aqui em Porto Alegre arrecadação de alimentos, né, e demais produtos aí para fazer distribuição de cesta básica, e no estado inteiro o MST também vai estar fazendo aí distribuição aí de perto de 50 toneladas de alimentos. E na metropolitana vamos estar fazendo também essa articulação aqui com os demais centrais sindicais, a CUT e as demais centrais aqui então. Então vamos fazer uma grande atividade que é no Dia dos Trabalhadores e das Trabalhadoras.
Isso aí, valeu, Chiru. Também vai estar tendo atividades nas periferias aqui de Porto Alegre no dia 1º de maio. Vou virar para mim que a câmera um pouco para falar. Vai estar tendo atividades nas periferias de Porto Alegre no 1º de maio. Vão estar tendo panelaços que nem esse na Lomba do Pinheiro, na Cruzeiro, distribuição de marmitas. Vai estar acontecendo drive-thrus na Zona Norte, com o pessoal vai estar recolhendo alimentos. Vão estar acontecendo drive-thrus lá para o Maitá, Farrapos, para o pessoal recolher alimentos. Então esse vai ser o 1º de maio ativo. Também vai estar tendo um ato no centro com distribuição de marmita, e esse vai ser nosso 1º de maio ativo, com solidariedade, com organização e com luta.
Gente, nós somos aqui o coletivo Nós por Nós, é o nome que nós botamos no grupo lá, Marli. Nós por Nós. Nós somos o coletivo Nós por Nós Comunidade até agora, né? Esse aqui é o coletivo Nós por Nós Comunidade com... Cadê o Lídio? O Lídio com o projeto Periferia. Temos aqui a CUT na comunidade apoiando, o MST, o Levante e o Fome Tem Pressa. Todo mundo se juntando para nós fazer solidariedade e produzir organização para enfrentar os inimigos, para nós não ficar o resto da vida pedindo pão. Porque luta, pedir pão e um lugar para morar é o mínimo, é direito animal, não é direito humano. Isso aqui que nós estamos fazendo é para manter o povo vivo, mas em breve a gente vai para cima deles com mais força. Por isso que nós fazemos isso aqui. Isso aqui não é caridade igrejeira, nem aquela caridade para dormir com a cabeça no travesseiro tranquilo. Ajuda a gente, por favor. Entrevista a Raquel aí.
Já foi, já. Isso aí, gente. Então agora estamos fazendo aqui as marmitas, ó. Preenchendo as marmitas para fazer a entrega. Todo mundo ajudando lá. Ó, o Eide, presidente da Associação de Moradores da Pedreira. E aí, Eide?
Oi, tudo bom, Carol?
Como é que tá?
Para apoiar mais esse evento, né? Estamos aí lutando por esse colégio, vamos ver se a gente consegue retomar o nosso colégio.
É verdade.
Estamos aí na luta.
Valeu, Eide, pela sua presença. Vocês também estão na luta lá dos rodoviários, né?
Estamos ali mesmo. A gente tem a nossa vacina, né? Que tá difícil de sair essa vacina.
Isso aí.
A gente tem esperança que agora, a partir do mês que vem, a gente estar ali entre o grupo para tomar a vacina. A gente vê que acompanha pelos grupos, sindicatos ali, parece que vai sair.
Isso aí. Isso aí, gente. Vamos apoiar também a luta dos rodoviários pela vacina, que estão aí trabalhando desde o início da pandemia, expostos ao risco. Vamos ouvir mais um pouquinho do Leandro tocando.
E aí ele venceu a corrente do venceu a batalha.
Não é hora pra chorar. Não é verdade se falar de amor. Tanto sentimento, seja de qual for. Me leva onde eu quero. Escutar meu coração. Bate no compasso das amores.
Vamos cortar, se sobrar, vamos cortar e vamos botar
E o pessoal servindo as marmitas já.
É uma abelha.
Mas chamem mais os vizinhos quando voltar lá, avisa os vizinhos.
Dá umas tampas aí pra mim aqui.
Everyone go in this shit.
What? Glazed out, say we were glazed out.
Yeah, unfortunately we missed most of it today. Had to travel all the way from Rochdale, so by the time most people have played out, there's still a few hardcore going.
Wait, take.
Luke's getting pictures. I don't actually think I'm going to go very stream on. I don't actually think
It's just my own Facebook and YouTube. for the news after, but it didn't happen. No, not really, but it's what I like doing. So. Yeah. I was hoping to get here a bit earlier, but I was covering a different one in Boxco this morning. And that made it here in time. Just caught the end of it now. Do you want an interview explaining what's happening with the United stuff? Or?
I'm honest, mate. I'm not the biggest. I'm a big United fan, but I'm not as big as him in that Stone Island.
When he's won an interview telling me what's happening with Glazers and that.
Callum! What? Interview.
Got an interview, tell me what's happening with the Glazers and that. Fair enough.
Well, this guy.
Down here. Come down here and do it.
This guy don't like him either.
If not, we'll
that guy's got glazed out
yeah, man, cheers.
Howard!
He took 1.5 billion out of the club. He took 1.5 billion out of the club. An absolute disgrace. He's not been to Manchester in about 18 years. Fuck him.
And they want to start some shitty Super League that takes all the fucking
Super League.
competition out of the Premier League. You know, just to get money.
Super League, they took money out of United to pay for Tampa Bay to fucking win the Super Bowl. And he looks like he just jumped out of the skip. The guy's a tramp.
Well, this should be a wake-up call to Sky and BT, because they should reduce the prices of their television. They don't care about the fans either. This is just like Sky and BT are all they ask about the Super League because they'll lose money.
They're still not replaced Ronaldo, the Glazers. And this United fan was fuming.
Cheers, lads.
Which radio or TV station?
TKE, it's just Facebook and YouTube. And I tried to sell it to the news, but it didn't happen.
Joe Glazers bald on top with a mullet in the back. Explain that.
Also, whenever we get Champions League, the Glazers spend drops. That is all they care about, top 4 every single season. When we don't get top 4, they spend loads of money to get back in there. When we don't, we spend nothing. Like last season, 40 million is all we spent on it.
Bald on top, mullet in the back. Tramp. No one likes him. Not even
everyone's there.
They only sack a manager if they finish below Champions League. That's it. That's their goal, not league or anything. Just get top 4, it's all good. That's all they care about, the money.
I'm not sure if
cheers, lads.
You'll have something to say, won't you?
Go on then. What are we asking? Go on.
Just what's brought you out here? What's the Glazers about and stuff like that?
Glazers, well, basically last year they took 150 million out of the club and they went and bought Tom Brady. And if you think they bought Tom Brady and they've won the fucking Super Bowl, and it's like, how can you, if you're putting money into something and you win something, how can you not see that you can do that with football? And they're trying to take all the money out of it. It's fucking bullshit. All those fans who put money into the club, and we're just like, what do you expect us to do? We're obviously gonna have a stand on it, aren't we? We're the ones who work like fucking 50, 60 hours a week, put the money into the club. Without us, they wouldn't be able to go into the Super League. And it's like, it's our stance now. We need to take a stance and go like, no, enough is enough, innit?
And so, why are the fans still against the Super League?
So against, like, it's so obvious, isn't it? Like, at the end of the day, you're taking money out of a club and you're pumping it into something else. Like, they want. I understand it as a business point of view. It works. Like, you're putting money into a club, and you want that money back at the end of the year. But as fans and somebody who loves the club, you've got to look at it like, without us, you wouldn't be anything. You wouldn't be able to go into that Super League if it wasn't for us over the 150 years that we've been fucking founded. Putting money into it, we've been following the team, following the game, everything. Without us, you wouldn't be able to do this move. So why do you think you have the right to take all the money that you have and set up your own league? It's just not right. Like, I'm not going to lie, over the last 10 years, the amount of people who have probably thought, Super League would be mega with Madrid, Barca, United, Arsenal, all them teams. Like, but you've got to look at the reality of it. You've got 4 teams out of them 6 teams who aren't even in the top 4 in the Premier League, and it's like, the love of the game means so much more than money nowadays, and it's taking over the game now.
And take more questions to do with it. I'm off on it.
It's alright, leave it there, leave it there.
Yeah, leave it there.
I hate oh, the Glazers, man, the Glazers. What's your fan channel?
It's, I just cover protests there, it's not very a fan channel.
What, with football?
No, like everything Black Lives Matter.
Love that. How many followers you got? Go on, I'm listening.
636 now.
I'll show him later.
Yeah, just cover anti-lockdown, Black Lives Matter.
Move over
shit like that. No, I'm off, but gotta get the football lads on it, the day that that's
Like that?
yeah, only that.
What's your new profile picture, that?
I can't say, I'm couldn't live. I'll be going, I'll be turning it off in a minute.
No, I think it was December 2004, so everyone calls it 2005.
Where my fucking mate's got off to?
How do you get out?
Oh, he's there.
Can I go?
Yeah, I live near there as well.
Yeah?
You know anyone from St Matthews or?
New bird.
New bird? How old am I about?
How old are you?
22.
She's 23.
Might have known her.
I need the beer.
Well, Shannon, me and might know her brother.
Who? Pass that beer there. Oh, wait. Pass that beer there. Get that beer.
He's called Shay.
I know a few shades, I might know him.
Shay,
I'm not going to touch him, but I do know Shay, I might know him.
I'll just take a few in it. Go down there.
He's
Get the fucking angles in it. Come on, you gotta know his angles. George. Lean down, bro.
Go down there, better like.
I think it's the guy that I know then, yeah, because he's here a bit on it as well. St Matthews as well.
What's some of his names?
Diamond, cheers, bro. Thank you.
I'm awful with
Push him
names.
out of that fucking club, eh?
You on YouTube?
Anthony.
Yeah, go in. Keep doing it.
You on YouTube?
Yeah, so we're going to end it there. Unfortunately, we was late to this one, so I've missed most of it. There's a massive crowd here before. If you go on Twitter, you'll be able to find videos of it. Yeah, see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.
Get a little small donation, guys. We'll see what happens at night when it gets dark. We've got a little while yet. 是往班走边。